really actually like the episode. Like, I'm not angry, but like, I just don't have a lot of.
No, there just isn't a lot to break down. And we can
It
talk.
was very straightforward. I mean, I'm going to get into the differences and.
Yeah.
Can you actually see me though now? So I'm not like begging for a chance to talk.
Yes. When you're looking at it, is there a way for you to make the screen full screen?
No, I have it us, and then like me, and then like the thing on the bottom.
You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. The stuff. I wish it would make it full screen. This is absolutely obnoxious.
Yeah, it's annoying.
But yeah, no, I'm looking at you and me this time. So.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? If you pinch your screen, you can just zoom into just that part.
Okay.
Now I have to not get distracted by my own face, which I tend to do when I'm on video screen.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too.
No, maybe I'll just zoom up to just your face.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, yay.
Oh, yes.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Moose.
Wait, are you, I'm not live yet. Did you put me
I'm
in?
live. Go watch on Jacqueline. She's better at monitoring the comments. Yeah, I put your stream in before I even added you to it.
Okay. There we go.
So yeah, I slept late the last 2 days. Sunday because I had a hangover from Saturday. Both days because I've been editing until 4 o'clock in the morning because apparently I just can't edit until 11 o'clock at night starts. Today I decided to try to do a wing, which is why that cost me 10 minutes time because every time I do a wing, I just have to redo it 5 times and then give up.
Right. I get that.
I want to take like an in-person tutorial on how to do a wing.
I mean, I can show you. I can show you very quickly. It's easy.
You don't have hooded eyes. My eyes are not the same on each side. It's obnoxious.
Oh, yeah, that'll change it.
Yeah.
My weekend was rough. I was very nauseous all weekend. Like I went up on my dose and like.
Didn't I tell you?
Oh, it was bad. It was bad.
At least you knew what it was. Like you were not prepared for it. But when it happened, you were like, "This is what she was talking about."
Yeah, I didn't like physically get sick, but I was like, I might die.
Yeah, it's like it says like 0.1, but it's 10, 0.2, but it's 20. Like that. That's just like milliliters, liters. I don't know.
Yeah.
Megaliters. Who knows?
Yeah. I might start splitting it though.
Hi, Carmine. If you're still there, hi. Thanks for joining. This is me and my friend's little chat about House of Dragons, Game of Thrones, and we just started, so we're letting a couple more people join before we start talking about the episode.
I forgot to warn Raul. I don't know that I can like message him on the side. I don't think I can do that.
Who?
Raul. I don't know how I can like, because I think if I close out of this, I get out of it, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Probably do it from your phone, and I can re-add you. It's easier to re-add you to StreamYard than it is to Instagram.
Yeah, but then everything will go out if I get out of it, I think.
Don't mind it. So,
right. But I want Raul in, so I don't know how to do that.
Have you been watching The House That Dragons Built? Like, I never did.
Is it like the behind the scenes thing?
Yes.
Oh, I think I watched like the last 2 seasons, but not this season.
It's not the one that plays directly after. Because, like, in The Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and even House of the Dragons, or any other HBO show, there's like a 5-minute thing after of like interviews with cast and crew.
Okay.
This, I think they're just like they're basically like okay, we're doing all this behind the scenes footage, and a lot of it's really golden, and a lot of like the super fans would love to see some of this like gritty detail of like how we make like prosthetics and armor and like the behind the scenes, like not just like the actors talking about how awesome it was to shoot the scene and how important it was for the character, but the scout location people. And I mean, it goes into very much detail. It goes into behind the scenes, not just behind the scenes of the set, but behind the scenes of like the armor making and the prop making. And it's really cool. And it's making me wish I was on set more, but it's also making me realize how talented and intricate these things are. Like you can't just like show up with a passion for Lord of the Rings or and Game of Thrones and be a set dresser. Like, no, you need to. I mean, all these people have like master's degrees in these things, and they're doing research just to do this. So,
Yeah.
do you have anybody watching?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to like log into my other account from my computer to try and like bug Raoul, but I don't know my password. Hello, Raoul.
You can just close it and then send me a new stream.
No, because then that screws up everything. It's fine. It's gonna work. It's gonna work right now. Serena, what's not gonna work is my dog right now because she's been laying down for the last like 20 minutes, and now
I'm
because
sorry,
I'm
that's on me.
No, she just likes to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I honestly
Okay.
don't have a ton to say.
Okay, hold on.
It's really sad how I have nobody who wants to watch my shit.
I mean, I don't have too many people. Hold on.
Tony and Moose, if you're watching, can you comment?
Moose is watching on my end.
Oh, I guess I wouldn't see it if you commented anyway. Hi, Moose.
Yeah.
Why is that like makeup or what is it? I just have some on my face. I'll text Jen on Facebook.
Oh, right. Yeah, because she's usually on that too.
I'll call her Jess.
I can't believe I did that. I didn't mean to. I'm like,
Hi,
I know who she
Jen.
is. I know who she is.
I know.
Hello. Oh, hey. Oh, we got a couple people. Annie, Mikey. Yes. Okay.
Hi, guys. We're going to start chatting in just about a minute or two about the episode, and it's not going to be 2 hours this time because it's not the premiere.
We promise.
Yeah, I was fading last time. Also, but last time I had
there he
like
is. Hello,
2
Raoul. We
drinks.
got him. Hey,
Hey.
Mike. What
I
up?
had like 2 drinks before we started last time, and I'm not doing that today. So, yeah, hopefully I won't be so ranty this time. You're
I was
welcome.
the one that was ranty.
No,
I'm not as
we're
mad
both
this week,
ranty.
guys. I'm not as mad this
but I-
week, so it's gonna be okay.
I realize as I'm going through them to try to find like relevant clips to show, because like let's be honest, nobody's gonna watch us talking for 2 hours on YouTube after the fact. Like it's live, so it's fun, but like I don't think it's like necessarily as fun to just like watch after the fact. But yeah, finding clips that are like relevant and not me talking about how this is similar to like current history or like just other than I'm like, Christine, stop. Like this isn't interesting. So
Right.
not to toot my own horn, but the opposite of that or whatever.
Right.
Welcome to Fire and Wine, a chat between 2 cosplay queens.
Cheers, little doves.
My name is Christine, aka Princess Nymeria. This is Jacqueline, aka Casterly Fox, and we are here to talk about House of the Dragon Season 3, Episode 2.
Real quick, you're coming up with a delay on my end. Is she delayed on anyone else's end? Anybody? Let me know if we're delayed. If not, good. But like you're talking and then it's a little delayed. So I just want to make sure that that's not like a real thing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not experiencing that. And we haven't experienced it before, so
Yeah, it's weird. That's why I'm just checking in.
thank you. Thank you
No,
checking in.
You're welcome. No one's telling me anything yet, though. Nope. Raoul says it seems good. Okay, I just can't look at you then because you're delayed.
Oh, okay. As long as it sounds good. And I have to look at you because I hate to see when you're talking. If you guys were here last time, I was using my back camera, so I wasn't like actually watching, and the feed's down here, so I wasn't looking. And Jacqueline was patiently being like, "Hi, can I talk now?" So we're not doing that this time.
I was literally raising my hand.
If you pinch more, you can just crop me out entirely. That's how I'm doing it. I'm just looking at you right now.
Right, but I don't want to not talk over you either. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, that wasn't so much of a problem. Anyway, as Jacqueline said last time, this was supposed to be the finale.
Do we get it now?
It makes it makes sense now because this whole episode is a come down. The last episode, which was the premiere of season 3, which should have been the 9th episode of season 2, which, as we always say, the second to last episode is the most climactic one.
Yes.
In every Game of Thrones House of the Dragon season, and this is the come down. It's not
Right.
that it's not exciting, it's kind of tying everything into neat little bits.
Right.
And then the end of this episode is like shock factor, not cliffhanger like season 2, episode 8 was, but just shock factor, period. Mic drop.
Right.
Which it certainly was, which we'll talk about. So we start with the aftermath of the gullet. I see 3 dragons flying here. We start with Bela coming with the Jace, and then like it's just 3 in the sky. So I guess that's all 3 of the dragon seeds.
No, because the dragon seeds never. I don't know, because the dragon seeds were supposed to show up to the gullet, and never did. It was only Jace, Bela, and Rhaena. But at this point, when the episode starts, Jace is already in the water, dead, and Vermax is already dead. So there should only be 2 dragons left. I don't know who that 3rd dragon was.
Elf says to Daemon, well, we went to the gullet, then we went to Harrenhal, didn't we? So they all went. But then
So I
I don't
guess
know
there's
why
4.
there weren't 4 in the sky.
Right.
But
I did love the scene though from under the water. This was like the first thing I think that really caught my eye, was first that Jace is still dead, floating in the water, and we wasted no time. We're just jumping right in to where we left off. But that shot from under the water with the body above us, and then like the fire above the water from under the water's perspective, I thought was absolutely stunning. There's one thing I will say about this episode is that visually it was so beautiful and like well done. And I'm going to start with a positive.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was watching the House of Dragons built, and the guy was like, I thought that the special effects in episode 1 were crazy. Then I read episode 2, and they said that, girl, let me see that glass.
Yeah. Oh,
your goblet.
Oh, I got this from the Ren Fair last year. I don't remember what venue or vendor it was from, but it's like bone and then like
yeah,
but it's so pretty. Right, well, you were with me when I bought this. I don't remember where I was, but
I was gonna say, if you're coming to New York Ren Fair this year, let me know when so I can plan ahead. And I just bought my ticket for Friday for New York Comic Con, because over the last weekend I decided I wanted to do, I realized on like the 22nd that I wanted to go, and I booked a hotel, and then I didn't think to look at my unique link until today, which is 5 days after the link went live. So thankfully I was able to get a Friday.
Yeah, I don't plan on doing either. Like I said, New York Comic Con, not even that they priced me out, but I mean, they did, with $110 for a Saturday ticket and then an airfare and then a hotel. Like, nope, I'm going to go to the new Reggae Rise Up at Red Rocks Casino at the pool and see Dirty Heads and Tropodelic. No,
that's
not
fun.
Dirty Heads. Dirty Heads?
Yeah. No, Stick Figure.
No, it's Slightly Stupid and Dirty Heads. For sure.
What's the difference between Stick Figure and Slightly Stupid? Don't come at me, Jen. Don't come at me.
I'm watching the comments.
So they come back to Dragonstone, and those dragon trainers, I don't remember what they're called, but they're all there to greet them. I thought that they abandoned them. I mean, obviously they could have just gotten new ones, but like I thought that like the proper Valyrian dragon guys were like, we abhor this idea of you using bastards and not highborn people, even though we are not highborn people, and we are going to strike. Like, I was expecting them to show up to help Daemon. No, Aemon.
Vermithor was the first dragon they showed in the episode.
So it was them.
Yeah, they left the island and then joined the battle after. I only watched the episode once, and I totally completely missed that. I'm sorry, I didn't know that they showed up, which I'm glad that they did, because like I said, that was something in the book that they were there. So I'm glad that they kind of
it's just stupid because, and we address this later when Daemon shows up, they like literally abandon their post, show up a little too late to the gullet, because I guess if they were there, then it wouldn't have been any difference. Sheepstealer would have just, maybe Vermithor would have attacked Sheepstealer, and that would have been solved.
Yeah.
But then, They totally. Also, though, I don't know how them being at that one island would have necessarily caught Vagar. Like, what? It's like this is the only gas station on the way to Harrenhal, so he has to pass here.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Okay. Okay. Then we get to Rhaenyra coming into the room and finding her dead son.
Oh my God. This scene made up for that terrible scene last episode that I absolutely hated. This made up for it tenfold. Like this acting, like give the girl, I mean,
this entire episode.
Give them the Emmy, please give them the Emmy, because this was like a gut punch. Like I felt every minute of this.
Oh, sometimes when it comes to the award shows, they award for this probably isn't so much for acting, but for episode writing and directing specifically, they award by episode. Like if somebody wins an award for best episode of The Office, it's for a specific episode of The Office. So if I had to pick one specific episode, I already can tell you it's this one, because between this scene and the final scene, oh my God, did she kill it? I mean, so many emotions in every moment.
Yeah, it was so good. Like, no words.
I mean, I'm an empath, and I like to experience emotion, and I embrace emotion when I'm experiencing it. So, like, I love to tear up while watching TV.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about when I went to see a musical last weekend, and I was literally sobbing. I had to hold in the sobs. And I think why I get even more emotional at a musical, not Oklahoma, but like an emotional musical like Ragtime, is because the addition of musical orchestration under it that is written to be sad, in addition to the emotions on stage. And then if somebody's also singing and they're emotional, it's like overwhelming. And I said to myself, if there was sad music behind this scene, I would be sobbing right now, because it was so sad.
Yeah,
she was betrayed and heartbroken in the same moment.
Yeah,
and I could see that she just wanted to beat on his chest.
Yeah, and the way she blamed all of them, like, yeah, it actually is all of your fault for letting him lock her in that room. It was just so good.
Yeah,
it's it. Those are my notes. Amazing.
With Laurent, I mean, I wasn't sure what she was going to do. She said, "I'll have your heads for this," which I don't know if she, then that's what she said in the first episode. I'm like, I don't know if she meant that about Jace, but she got it. She was manifesting that she got that.
Yeah. Yeah. And Laurent was ready. He's like, take me down. Like, go ahead, kill me. I deserve it. That's good.
So, then she said, what good would that do? But then later on, she goes, Sir Laurent can choose how he dies. Like, I didn't get why she said that later.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, that's jumping ahead. Then the next thing I have is Rhaena showing up to the Eyrie with Lady Jane.
She goes back to the Vale, and she was like, "Get off my lawn. I don't want you here." No,
you know what this made me think of? When I totaled my car, and I had been drinking. I had been drinking.
Yeah.
I, in my drunk and not wanting to get in trouble mind, the first thing I thought is, who can I call to get rid of the evidence? Who can I call to like drag this car out of here and just hide it somewhere? It's dark. Nobody's passed yet. Nobody has to know.
Yep.
Which is completely unrealistic. I had to go to the hospital. My car needed to be towed. Like, this is not something that you can just paint over and hope nobody notices.
Right.
And it was my drunk mind, but it's also like I don't want to get in trouble. How can I get out of this mind? Instead of I need to stand up for, I need to reap the repercussions of my actions. I'm shocked of her. She is a highborn person. Any knight of honor would show up and be like, to do what Sir Laurent did. Like, I effed up, but instead she's like, oh hey, this was what she said. She goes, No one knew it was me. All I need is your blindness.
Yeah.
That alone is treason.
Raul did call it. Raul had
she-
a very good prediction. He showed me, and it's going down exactly how Raul predicted. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how all this plays out, because
So this is not what Nettles did.
no, because this didn't happen. Sheepstealer didn't do this. This wasn't Sheepstealer's fault at all. Sheepstealer was another hero. Like, yeah, we won the Battle of the Gullet. This wasn't a thing. None of this is a thing. This isn't what the Nettles downfall is because of. There is like a whole thing with Nettles, but it has nothing to do with this. It's something completely different. So I'm curious how they're gonna tie this all in. I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna use this.
Other than Jace dying, the Battle of the Gullet went well. There was no other Valerian built, like the Valerian ships didn't get burnt.
No, I mean, it was a whole shit show. It was a shit show for sure, but like Jace died and everybody died. And I'm going to touch on Corliss's quote when we get to Corliss, because that was a direct quote from the book, because it was such a shit show. But Sheepstealer didn't go psycho crazy burning all the ships. None of that happened.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you, book reader. Yeah, so she's just trying to skirt her punishment entirely.
She's like,
no one knew it was me.
Yeah. I can protect you. No, your crazy dragon can stay. Get out.
Yeah. Do you want a dragon or not? You said yourself you were deceived in your dealings with the queen.
Yeah.
Like, you are turning on everybody right now. Like, I understand that you're in panic mode. It shocked me that she showed up there. I thought we were done with Aaron after that. Also, because she didn't go straight to Aaron at first. She got her prize. She went to Dragonstone, and only when everything went wrong did she come back to Aaron.
Do we think that Jane Aaron is going to turn her in and tell Rhaenyra? Because Jane Aaron knows that this is what went down. Do we think she's going to rat her out to Rhaenyra?
So even though I say I don't want to jump around, I will jump to when Rhaenyra is in bed. She said to Daemon, "There is another dragon." Baela said it was Sheepstealer.
Right.
And Daemon says Sheepstealer is a wild dragon. No one can tame him. Could it have been the Greens?
Right. That's what they're assuming. But do we think that
So
Jane
only
Aaron is gonna
Jace,
tell them
only
the truth?
Jace saw that it was Rhaena?
No, because Jane Aaron said she knew it. Didn't she say she knew it was her?
No, she just said it seems Jace is dead.
Okay. But if she finds out that it was Sheepstealer, she could be like, "Oh, hey." don't know.
I think that she put two and two together.
Right.
Because
I just think if this is going to take on a similar trajectory as Nettles, I feel like they're going to have to find out that it was Rhaena at some point.
Well, yeah, I think that in saying, I can't tell a dragon where to live.
Yeah.
She's basically saying that she'll keep her blindness and she'll keep her silence.
Yeah.
But also, Rhaenyra does say, "I want this dragon found." So if they don't have to get held up at Harrenhal, then yeah, the only other thing they have left to do is find Sheepstealer. I think it's not going to be. I think it's not going to be an issue unless Jane says something. But the fact that Jane kind of does be like, "Ooh, I do need a dragon to protect from above," but if Sheepstealer's not right there, how can she send a raven to tell them that she needs help?
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this whole storyline, because I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like in today's world where like we have like things monitoring so that we know whenever anything's entered our airspace.
Right.
Same way
right,
that
right.
I'm like, how would they have known whether or not Vhagar passed them? Like, it's one thing to say, "Hey, Vhagar's left the city," or "Hey,
Right.
this city reported a dragon flying above them and it was Vhagar." But just to say like, "Oh, we're going to sit right here and wait for Vagar to come, or, oh yeah, you can live in the area, which is vast. And then that means that if any dragons show up, you'll be here to protect me and not have any damage come to me because you're here. No. Stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. The Gold Cloaks. I saw somebody post something about Commander something walking into a room and seeing Alicent, so I'm guessing this was out of the books.
Wait.
When Alicent goes into the Gold Cloaks locker room.
Oh, right. I didn't write anything about this scene. I think I was too shocked.
So that's not out of the books?
Well, Alicent doesn't open the gates for Rhaenyra to come in, so none of this is in the books because this isn't how this was set up, which is my biggest complaint about the episode. We're not there yet, though.
Okay.
We'll get to it.
So Christine's going to do one of her little actor breakdowns. It's not going to be as long as the last one, but did you recognize the actor who played Commander Largent, the commander of the City Watch?
He looked familiar, but I couldn't place him specifically, no.
All I could say at first was like, damn, he's hot. Yeah, and it's like, why do I know him? And I couldn't tell. It's like just because he's hot and I want to jump on it, or it's because I know him and I want to jump on it. He was in Gunpowder. He was in 12 episodes of Downton Abbey, and he was in an episode of the British Black Mirror, which was before our Black Mirror. That was back in 2011. But what we know him from is Nightfall. There was a show about the Knights Templar on the History Channel. I remember, like, it wasn't like a big deal, but like I remember, like I saw like a big like video of it up in Times Square, and I'm like, ooh, a new show with knights. I'm in. There was 2 seasons, and he was the lead. His character's name was like Gwaine or something. It wasn't Gwaine, but it was something with a G. And oof, he was hot in that, but he didn't have this long ass hair that he has now. Oof. And he's friends with Damon, and they're both like just like jocks. Like, hey man, missed you, bro. Like, I love it. Love it. So we are happy to have you back, actor whose name I did not write down.
Yeah, I did not recognize him. I didn't watch any of those shows. Sorry. But I'm glad you recognize it. I'm glad you caught it.
Yeah.
I didn't write anything down with the like big swinging penises, and I don't know. I didn't write anything down. I think
I jumped ahead. I jumped ahead. That's why. The next scene is music, meat, and virile men. They already have a song written about the battle at the Red Fork.
Well, no, they were singing about the Battle of Fishfeed, I believe. Actually, it was the next battle, I think, right? Because I missed it. I didn't realize that it was Fishfeed. I said to my sister, the next battle should be Fishfeed, and she was like, no, that's what they were singing about.
That means that they're just combining those 2 battles then.
Or they just didn't put it on screen, which is weird because the Battle of Fishfeed was the bloodiest land battle. So it's weird to me that they kind of just like, we're not going to show it. We're just going to talk about it. Well, which I really, truly, I only watched, like I said, once. I didn't rewatch. Yeah, it was Fishfeed, right? Okay. They skipped it, which sucks, but they did it. Okay. I didn't rewatch. I only watched it one time. Completely missed that they skipped over Fishfeed. There's even an illustration in the book for Fishfeed. We're not going to talk about it. Like,
well, my question is, what happened at the Battle of Fishfeed other than it being the bloodiest battle? Like, who are they fighting against, and who died that was significant in it? It would make sense to me.
It was hundreds died there. I didn't write all this down. Like the Freys were there, Lefford. There was just a lot of people, and a lot of people. The Lannister host was shattered and slaughtered. The Lannister host was destroyed. Like,
is this possibly what happened on the riverbank with the Winter Wolves?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so they just combined them because then the Winter Wolves were kind of coming from that battle when they showed up. No,
that was the Battle of Red Fork. That was separate. But like Tessarion.
No, I'm saying the Battle of Red Fork is where the lion was slain, but where Jason Lannister was slain was probably the one at the riverbank. Is that the Fishfeed one?
They're just saying like the whole Lannister, because the Lannisters were still around, but like their whole host was destroyed. Hang on.
Sounds to me like the Fishfeed one was the one that happened at the riverbank, because Simon comes in and he says, your success at the Red Fork and the riverbank.
Right. Winter Wolves begged to honor leading the attack. Yeah, lots of dead people. So much
I
that
have
Ben
a
Blackwood,
viewer.
the
Hi,
Lord of
guys.
Raventree, wept when he saw the heaps of dead bodies. Skipped it. Who are you saying hi to? Bye to?
Go Further Lawrence and Jay Cherub, my buddies. Hi.
They said, Raoul, they destroyed the Lannister army utterly, which I said they captured them while they were retreating. So I guess they killed, right, Jason at Red Fork, and then they were retreating, and then
No, they
got 'em.
didn't kill Jason at Red Fork because Red Fork is
They-
where, in the show anyway, he said-
the battle in the first episode was the Battle of Red Fork, and that's where they got Jason Lannister.
I thought that the Winter Wolves showed up from somewhere else with Jason Lannister because they were about to say, they said, where's the Red Lion? And he said, we think that they retreated when the Vanguard broke, and that's where they were going to go pursue them. So Battle of Red Fork had ended, and then they're about to go pursue Jason Lannister, but then the Winter Wolves show up with Jason Lannister from the riverbank. That's just what I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yep.
Anyway.
Wiki of Thrones over here. His head rolled. His head, yeah, it was Red Fork. It was Red Fork. And then this was Fish Feed. But whatever, we skipped over it. But I did enjoy, even though we skipped over this huge battle, seeing Daemon back to Daemon, singing, partying, drinking, having a grand old time till he gets the
It's
note.
almost as if all of the mind games from Harrenhal are no longer an issue to him, but I think they're going to come back to him.
Back to Daemon being Daemon.
As I was watching this House That Dragons Built thing, they reminded me that the reason that Harrenhal is haunted is because it was built on a grove of weirwood trees. And the weirwood trees were all chopped down in order to build it.
Mm-hmm.
And the weirwood trees is like the little underground. It makes me think of an Avatar, where they said Avatar, not Avatar Airbender, but the James Cameron Avatar, when all of the trees are connected underground. Like they have like a whole like brain ecosystem under the ground. I feel like all the weirwoods are kind of connected underground. I don't know.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Anyway, I like how Aemon says we will be the Queen's fist. Because he gets the letter from Simon Strong. Shout out to Simon Strong, just having like one little moment of like sassy. He comes in, this makes you think of the old days, music, meat, and virile young men. And Daemon goes, yeah, which one of these delights drew you to us? Through Glade and Glen. That must have been right out of the book. It was too good of a line.
Yeah, maybe. It wasn't a line that I called back to. It was such a quick. Yeah.
So then we have Alice Rivers and Daemon on the river bank.
Girl.
This isn't how things go.
Girl. Oh, I'm just saying, don't scorn a woman. It's not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not during war. That's all I'm gonna say.
I will say, between her and the White Worm, I do feel like these women are overestimating their worth and their impact. Yes, Alice Rivers sped along Grover Tully's death, which sped up the Rivermen becoming Daemon's host. However, I mean, there was a sequence of events that led to that.
Right.
The Bracken and the Blackwood conflict and how he resolved the Rivermen being mad at him for that conflict. Oscar Tully giving him the opportunity to resolve that in a way that would get everybody to come together, which was beheading that Bracken. Right. It's hard to tell the difference between the two. I mean, yes, Daemon just kind of came in and demanded it, and she said the tides will turn in 3 days, but she did not bring down 40,000 men. Oscar Tully did that. The rest of the Rivermen did that. Daemon, by beheading the Bracken or the Blackwood? I don't want to keep messing this up. The Blackwood.
Mm.
You know? Or am I
Yeah.
wrong?
I'm just saying. He's pissing a lot of these ladies off.
Oh, he sure is. What's the
Yeah,
timestamp there? It's
He
3:10.
should. She probably shouldn't do that. She killed his father.
Hmm?
So Oscar. So she killed his father so Oscar could lead.
Yeah. I mean, that's like you really think that like that one death earns you Harrenhal? Like, I know that it was influential, but
No, I know. I'm just She thinks that she deserves it because she's been there, and
I mean, I think her being a like kind of guiding him through his dreams and stuff.
the longest season of nothing happening ever.
I think honestly, I think that what she did was just speeding up what was going to happen already.
Well, to be continued.
But yeah,
We
she was
shall see
not
how that
happy
plays
with
out.
that. I do think it was a bold request to ask for a Harrenhal. Also, because let's not forget, she's lowborn. She has no title.
Right.
I mean,
That's what he said.
literally, friggin' Rhaenyra has 3 guys with dragons who she'll give lordships to if they win the war. And here's somebody who is lowborn who did one thing. The war's not even won yet, and she's demanding Harrenhal. I think it makes more sense to give it to the Freys or even the Brackens as compensation for the war crimes that were committed against their people, which would piss the Blackwoods off, to be fair. But Jace securing the passing of the twins from the Freys did more to secure this win at the Red Fork than anything else did, because
Right, but Jace is
Winter, huh?
I said right, but Chase is dead.
Yeah, but I mean, he's the reason that our winter wolves are there. Hey, Roddy.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying we're gonna see where this goes.
Yeah. Okay, so then we're back to the gullet. Is that what you have next?
Looking
Back
for
to the gullet.
Corlys. Come on, Corlys. Where are you?
Here's my question. Do Targaryens have eagle eyes? Because how are you saying that we're going to be able to see from all the way up here? Like, okay, when Baela saw Cole and Gwaine in the whatever lands those were, and like, you know what I'm talking about, when they chased them when they were on their way to the hotel?
Mm-hmm.
That I kind of get, because if anything, the dragon has eagle eyes, so he's could be just like, yeah, we're looking for something, I don't know what, but like, oh, there's something, and then she could be like, oh, there is something, let's go see closer. But here we have thousands of dead bodies, and you're saying that Alan's flying around from hundreds of feet up, and he could just see some blonde dreads out of nowhere? Like, come on, that's... And even Baela turning around to find Alan on the... Did I just say Alan or Adam? Even Baela turning around to find Alan on the island, it's like, how are these guys able to find the one person they're looking for from that high up?
Well, yeah. Adam's loyal. That's Raul's comment over here. It's more to set up Adam as loyal to a fault, trying even when it's a hard job. But I don't know how the hell he's seeing all this shit.
Yeah, and then Corlys says something like super awesome to Alan, and he just looks at Adam, and he's like, "Yeah, you too. You could come along too." So let's see. Do Targaryens have eagle eyes? Oh, Christine's prediction. I think Thailand is still out there somewhere.
Okay.
And didn't Corlys have his armor on when he went overboard? Like, I can see that he now doesn't. He's just in his gorget.
Maybe he
Or
just
not the
took it
gorget,
off real quick. They didn't drown underwater.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's
take my
really
gloves
easy.
off and undo my things that are impossible to put on by myself while I'm underwater.
I've worn armor. It's you can't.
Yeah, I've broken people's armor while trying to put it on. I mean, it's cosplay armor, but still.
I was there. That was a very bad moment. That was a bad morning.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from them since last Comic-Con. Don't even know what they're up to.
That's a different person's armor that I broke while putting it on. So that's how hard it is to put on cosplay armor. I'm thinking of a different one.
Oh, I'm thinking of the one that I was there for.
Yeah, you were not there for this one. That was a different bad cosplay morning. Maybe it's a good thing we're not going to New York Comic Con.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I had something. Oh well.
Rebel said they had it when they found him. He had it. It just wasn't on him. It was like with him. Was it on him? Was it not with him?
I only noticed that in the scene when the four of them were together, he no longer has it on.
Oh, they probably took it off him because he was probably dying in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe it's the kind of armor that floats. I bet Tyland and Jaime Lannister's armor
of
would sink
foam.
him to the ground.
It's made of EVA foam, just like ours.
No, Tyland and Jaime Lannister's are made of gold, so that would sink them. But if this was made of Valerian steel is very light. And it would make sense that a Valerian. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Did you notice that Corlys fights with an Auroch?
Yes. Yes. That came up somewhere too within the last week or so.
Well,
That,
because he
like,
was
'cause
fighting
has
with
all
it in
these
the first
treasures. All he
episode.
does is go and like conquer and like that's why like Driftmark had all of his treasures. So when it was burning, he was like, what the hell? Because he has
Yeah, but I
all
mean-
these treasures from being, you know, a sea, not really pirate, but pirate. He has all of his treasures are there. And of course he has an arc because he's just conquering and, you know,
Well, the other
Dothraki
thing
can't
is
swim, they can't do water. So I'm sure he got one from a Dothraki somewhere, you know. Pretty cool.
When Jorah Mormont is talking about the difference between an Auroch and a broadsword, he says a broadsword can pierce armor and an Auroch can't do that. But when Corlys is fighting the men of the Triarchy, he knows that these pirates don't wear armor. So an Auroch is the right thing in battle for battling people who aren't wearing armor. It's genius.
Yeah.
I bet he's got a broadsword too, but he just chose to have that one for that battle.
Smart.
Okay, so yeah, moving along. Next, we're at the Rookery, which is what we call a raven cage.
Larys and Aegon in the cart.
Yeah, which I think it's so clever because yes, they are literally on their way to the port town to get a boat to go to Dragonstone, which is right where the gullet is. So of course the pirates are escaping their fight and they've landed here and they're just trying to grasp at straws wherever they can to get something out of it. And so they're looting the nearest rookery on wheels.
I love their little side quest. Like I said, like he disappears in the book for like forever, but I'm really glad that they didn't just be like, where's Aegon? I don't know. Okay, cool. We're not even going to talk about it. Like I love that they're giving, even though it's not book accurate, I do like that they're giving them like screen time.
Yeah.
Because I'm very much enjoying them. And like I said last week, I love Tom Glencarny and I'm here for it.
So
they're just funny together. Like
no spoilers. Aegon does return in the books at some point.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I mean yeah. Eventually.
But yeah, these two are the closest thing that we have to you have such a pretty smile.
Thanks so much. It's really pretty when I'm trying to hide shit. I'm like,
yeah, you're like, I'm so cute. Yeah, they're the closest thing we have to comedic relief, other than Ulf. But I mean, when we talk about Ulf is not doing good right now. So he's being haunted by the Green Men. So he's got nothing comedic. Actually, no, his scene was funny. He's like, Adam left too. Gosh, so those are the only comedic relief that we have right now are Aegon and Larys and Ulf.
Right. I do like that Aegon, after all that, was like, he's like, we have to go this way, whatever. And he's like, no, I'm going to Rook's Rest.
I mean, at this point, I feel like Larys has been guiding him in a way that has been correct. But he's still salty about the fact, like from the beginning of the scene, you can tell he's still salty about the fact that Larys told everybody who he was and that he thinks that they're now just on their way to be beheaded. And he doesn't realize like, oh, we could have been beheaded, but now we're going in the direction that we're supposed to anyway. He's like being very pig-headed.
Right. But
so
I'd be on a Rook's Rest too if I were him.
Really? Tell me why.
He lost his dragon in Rook's Rest. I'm assuming he's trying to go find Sunfire. Why else would he go to Rook's Rest? Right? That's where he was burned. That's right.
most just show watchers who don't listen to the podcasts and such probably believe that Sunfire is dead, as he was long in the dying, which is all we know about him.
Dying.
Dying, but not officially dead. I'm so curious who my one watcher is. So can you please comment so I know who you are? Because I can't look at who's watching, but I want to know who you are.
I have two. It's Raul and Mikey is what I'm willing to bet.
Hi guys.
Guys.
All right. Well, I think we're already more than halfway through. Again, we were saying offline, when it comes to this episode, there's not a lot to break down and go into because it's a very straightforward episode. There's not a lot of intrigue. It's all just everything that's happened so far. We're kind of coming down from. Anyway, then we talk about the gold cloaks.
Wait, no. The next thing I have is still more about. We go back to maybe I don't know. Maybe I missed something, but I have Corlys. Corlys.
Oh yeah.
When they go back, right? Corlys says, "If this be victory, I pray I never win another." And I was so excited because that came directly from the book. And I was like, yes, give me book quotes. Give me something. Thank you for giving me something directly from the book.
And when it comes to Alan, he's quite stoic a lot of the time. I love whenever he's kind of stood up for himself and his family, as it were, when Corlys, it's like, we were eating sweet. Your son was picking out sweetmeats and fur, and we were shivering in the cold. He goes, I feel like there should be like some corny music playing under it. He's like, and yet your name means more to me than a mountain full of gold. Like, it was just so corny, but I mean, it's cute, but it's corny.
Yeah.
My favorite meme that I saw come out of that moment was for the four of them just sitting there, and it's just like the ultimate picture of fed up with white people and their bullshit.
Oh yeah, and it's all of them. I saw that meme too, and I was like,
yeah, that's a good one.
Kind of same as white people.
100% accurate. Yeah,
I agree. Actually,
preach. I know that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, that was
and now I have zero. Now I have 0 viewers. So my one viewer did not want to tell us who they are. Bye.
Yeah, and they are the only male heirs left. Yeah. So he has to legitimize them, right? Be like, oh yeah, I'll give you my name because we're gonna die otherwise.
Yeah, and honestly, with how proud Alan has been until now, obviously he's gonna accept it. But that's kind of like, oh, so now that everybody is dead, and the only one that's left is Bela, who already told you that she won't become your heir. Now you want us? Like that would kind of piss me off a little bit, but
yeah,
I'd still take it. Because let's be honest, even if it's burnt, there's still some gold there. Like unless the pirates looted their place, managed to take out all of the treasures, and then the treasures sunk while they were leaving, which is not what happened. They took that place, they burnt it, then they probably rejoined the gullet. So I don't think they had time to loot his entire house. So there's still treasures there. It might be a little toasty, but
crispy.
Speaking of crispy, okay.
Crispy Cole? Are we talking about Crispy Cole?
No, he's not next. That would have been a great transition, though.
Oh, Crispy Cole. We didn't see him in this episode, did we?
We did. When Aemond leaves and they go, to Harrenhal. Like, we see him for 2 seconds. Like, some people just hunted some rabbits. Him and Gwaine come to see Vagar going up. And they're like, finally, it's time. We don't know what's going on. So we have no idea what's happened since we left the castle.
Got it.
So I have Daemon's return to Dragonstone next.
Okay.
Oh,
I have Alicent. One sentence. Okay.
Yeah, I don't seem to write down anything that has to do with her. I don't seem to find her interesting enough. Go ahead.
It makes me angry. I wrote Alicent, eye roll. I hate this so much. And that is my note.
That's gotta be
the reason. We'll come back to why I hate it.
That's gotta be either the scene with the Lord Commander, of the Cloaksguard, Sorry, I'm gonna do that again. That's
With Lord
either the
Jasper?
scene
The
with
scene with Lord Jasper's later. I don't know.
no,
Yeah, that
I'm
was when
saying
she
this
went
is
in.
either the scene. This is either the
Six
scene with
flying
the
around.
commander of the Gold Cloaks or with the commander of the Household Guard, which is the one who's got the trebuchets. Yeah.
I didn't write which one. I think it was just her going around being like, we're letting Rhaenyra. I wish I wrote, but like, we're letting Rhaenyra in, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I don't even have enough words to, other than I fucking hate it. So
mhm. I'm sure they have to have a plan. They have to have a 5-year plan when they make these changes.
it's stupid. No, when we get to the end of the episode, I'm gonna explain why I really hate it. I mean, we
Okay.
know how the episode ends, but we'll come back to it.
So yeah, I'm gonna go to Daemon's return to Dragonstone.
Yes.
Adam was the only one of the 3 seeds. I'm calling them the 3 seeds that were on the Island of Faces. That Adam's the only one of the 3 seeds that has any sort of service experience. He didn't. He wasn't he wasn't a soldier per se, but as a shipwright, you still report to the commander of the fleet. So he understands the order of, what's the phrase for like when somebody gives a command and everybody under it has to follow it? It's a army phrase. Anyway.
Hey Pam, what up, Pam?
Hey girl. Something of command, the chain of command, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And he understands that like when you're given a command, you stick with it. And so when Daemon says to Ulf and Hugh, so you waited 2 days before you abandoned your post, like, come on. No, you wait for a freaking 2 weeks before you even start to question it. And so as much as I kind of saw Hugh as very like noble and like he's talked to like, he's petitioned the king before and he worked for the king, so he knows how to follow kingly instructions and stuff. They all just kind of jumped ship. But then I remembered it's because Alice Rivers showed up is the reason that they all left, because just as they were discussing leaving, Ulf was about to leave. Hugh and Adam would not have left if Alice didn't show up,
right?
And they left.
Creepy ass witch.
And now Vhagar flew over the Isle of Faces, assumedly, and they missed that.
Right.
I love how he calls them the Smith and the Sot. That's perfect. Right now they're just a little bit of comedic relief for us at this point, because I will say I don't think the Greens have ever slapped any of their council members or important players in their team. And now the Blacks have twice.
Like, yes. Smack them around. I liked it.
It just, again, the funny moments of that scene are Ulf going, oh, well, Adam left too.
Yeah.
And Daemon going, I was not aware that the Queen at any point in time required your thoughts. So
yeah, that was good.
I still think Hugh is proud to be there and wants to be a good boy, so he's gonna try to do whatever they want. Ulf is just a liability and a he's not. I could just see it, that he's the kind of person who's going to be like, oh, this guy wasn't nice to me, so I'm going to do a bad job of what he wants me to do just because I'm mad, or I'm going to defect, which is, I think, what's obviously going to happen at this point.
Seems like a brat. Oh, wait, hold on.
Thank you. Daemon and the White Worm. Knowing from you that this...
Sorry.
I was going to say, knowing from you that I actually wrote down Jacko's going to hate this, because knowing from you that the lesbian side story is not from the show.
Right. But I do enjoy Mysaria and Daemon's interactions, because they do have a past and a history. I will say Mysaria season 1, I couldn't I couldn't stand her accent. Like, it kind of almost sounded like she was trying to be like Shay, who I obviously hated for obvious reasons, but like I don't know, there's something about her accent that just like irritated me.
Well,
Like, it
it
didn't
had a
make
bit of
sense.
a
I don't know what it
French.
was. Every time
It
she
had
was
a
on
bit of
screen, it spoke.
French in it. It had a bit of French in it. I
But
don't know.
it like
No, a
irritated. Like,
lot of people complained about that. Like everyone's like, "What the
it
fuck
was
is this accent?"
so bad. And I feel like if her accent season one was better, I would have liked her better. Like, I had gone back and rewatched season one, and the scene where like they're looking for Aegon after Viserys dies, and she was all like, "Well, I'll tell you where he is, but like you're using children to like fight and do all this shit that children shouldn't be doing. What are you gonna do about it? Then I'll tell you where he is." You know what I mean? Like, rewatching that scene and putting her accent like out of my head, I was like, "Oh, she's kind of a badass bitch." Like,
Yeah.
it changed. You know what I mean? Like, going back and rewatching it, I was like, you know what? She's not so bad.
No,
I
the
kinda
reason
like
that you
her.
don't like the accent is because accent experts like talked about it. They're like, this is not an accent that exists. Like, there's no
Ugh.
reason that this accent should exist. It's a combination of several different accents. It doesn't fit into or from anywhere, and it just doesn't make sense.
And it was like jarring in my brain, you know. I
That's
just
because it doesn't make sense. It'd be like it's just a bad accent. It's a bad take
Yeah.
on an accent that doesn't exist.
Yeah. I wish I had like a line from season one that I could try to recreate.
I know. I'm trying to remember it too.
Diamond. I don't like it. I need a quote. I need a season one quote.
I feel like this whole scene between them was quite forced. He's like, "Oh, she's putting too much on Allison's. She's putting too much trust into Allison's claims," and whatever her name is goes,
Sorry.
I wasn't at that meeting." Like, what is this scene? The scene seems forced. It seems like it was written by a 4-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know. But I agree with Damon. I'm like, yeah, this whole fucking thing with Allison is stupid. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't mind the scene. I think it was interesting though how she was like, well, she trusts more than she trusts you. So
But then she goes, it seems like she's like, they were friends as a child. And Damon goes, and does that bother you? Like, he can tell already that they've been doing whatever they've been doing. It just,
Yeah.
I didn't like this scene, and I can't say exactly why, other than it feels like a bunch of storylines that were not in the books.
Yeah.
And they're trying to like justify it, and like it just felt very forced to me. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. No, I get it. I think the only reason I do like it is because I like that it's bringing me around to Massaria more. Like, I don't dislike her as much as I did season one.
So then what did you feel about when Damon and Rhaenyra are on their way out and they go through a room that Massaria is in, and she's like, "Oh, hey, I think you're gonna need this.
Yeah.
I hope that you'll send for me when the time comes." Like,
I'm trying to remember what the timeline is. I know, and I don't want to like ruin anything, but I feel like Massaria also goes with them at this point. So,
well, she can't go on Dragonback. And that, I mean, when we get to, we'll get to
well,
it.
I mean,
but
she
like,
could. She rode on Dragonback with Damon already in the show.
yeah, but into battle, you're putting. I feel like
Right.
if you're gonna be on Dragonback and you know that you're going somewhere where you're gonna have to be on battle, you don't want to have a rider, and also the rider's just being put unnecessarily at risk.
Oh, I didn't read into that, Raul. Raul said in the
Well,
books it
Raul said-
suggested that they all had a thing together. I missed that part of the book, or I wasn't
Now
reading.
that I
very
like that, I
I can
like.
do. Raul, do you remember when she goes to King's Landing? Was it with them at this point, or does she show up later? I'm fairly certain. I know she winds up there at some point because she's the one telling Rhaenyra about the whole Nettles shit.
That's
So she has to be there.
freaky. That's freaky. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for
moving
him to
on.
respond, but we can move on in the meantime. But I need that answer because I don't remember when she shows up to King's Landing.
All right. So
Go
now
on.
we have Alicent and Helena on the battlements or whatever, where they're telling the house guard to stand down. Helena is so cute in this scene. I think I might like to keep chickens, and I will not have any beast harmed. Okay, what do you say?
she never left King's Landing. She's the spy master. So she never went to Dragonstone when they were on Dragonstone. She was just
Oh.
always in King's Landing.
Mm.
Okay. I just know she was there, like, later.
So she must have been like sending her messages this whole time. Like when they did the whole like starting to like talk shit about the like saying how there's no food. Like the way that she like kind of sent the people in to like kind of set the seeds of unrest among the people, and then all the food came from Dragonstone. Was that in the books from season 2?
Say it again. She
When Massaria came up with the idea
Mhm.
to send people into the bars in King's Landing and be like, man, if Rhaenyra was here, none of this would be happening. Did you know that they're still having feasts and eating very well up in the castle? Remember that? And then after the small folk started to like have this dissenting talk spread among them, and you know they're starting to repeat it and starting to kind of feel that way, then the food comes from Dragonstone in the boats overnight.
Oh, I don't remember that happened in the book.
Okay.
That I don't remember. I
Anyway.
didn't reread that part of the book either. Maybe.
So Alicent and Helena are going to the Barrowments to stand down the Kingsguard with their little dragon killing arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Helena goes, I think I should like to keep chickens, and I will have no beast
Or-
harmed. How am I
Yeah.
doing, Mom? Am I doing a good job? Is that I was gonna say, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Her sons
Helena.
were always kind. Like she's over there, like, you know, the guy could tell that Alicent's, because I think everybody at this point kind of knows that she's not fit to rule, as it were.
She's a little
Yeah.
mad.
I can't say what she is. She's definitely autistic. That is not a, I feel like in today's world, in my use of that word, that is not a opposite of a compliment. That is not necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
Because we are fully not saying Elon Musk is a good or bad person, but he's definitely a smart person, and we are
Okay.
just
Sorry.
we're openly acknowledging like, yo, that man's autistic, and
Yeah.
in the good kind. I shouldn't say it like that, because there's a good kind and a bad kind, but just that they focus on things that are different. They think in a different way.
We're gonna scrap this whole
Yeah, I'll move on. Yeah, sorry.
cutting floor. It's okay. Yeah, I have nothing. I didn't write anything down because I was probably too busy doing this.
Yeah. Okay, so you do like everything with, what's the White Worm's name again? I keep saying Melisandre or
Massaria.
Masande.
But of
Massaria.
all the things that they're just like adding and changing and making up, like the Massaria stuff doesn't. The lesbian thing annoys me, but like out of everything else that they're changing, that doesn't have like massive repercussions down the line, because Massaria was like kind of like Rhaenyra's little, kind of like Varys, you know, like
Mhm.
telling her things and looking out for her or herself, whatever. But like, so it doesn't. They're changing the dynamic a little bit, but like not to the point where it's like changing the whole storyline, you know.
Well,
So it doesn't-
now that Raul has shared what he's shared, and
right, I
Damon
gotta go
came
back
in
and reread
and
all the Massaria inserts.
yeah, because now Damon's coming in, and he's like noticing that there's something between them, but he's not like, he doesn't hate it. Like he's like, okay, what's going on? And then she walks by and he's like, okay, girl.
See you later. See you at the castle.
All right, so I'm adding something to my predictions.
It was very, he walked right by her like,
Yeah, he's like,
I'm leaving and you're not.
he's like,
See you later.
good try. So now we're in Harrenhal, and Vhagar starts blowing shit up. I was
A
go on.
mushroom rumor. I choose when I read the book. So everything that Mushroom says, I'm like, this is how it happened. Because Mushroom had like the best versions of everything. Because it was the most like raunchy, scandalous. I'm gonna go back and look because you're probably right.
I'm
Mushroom
gonna
was like
go
the
read
fool
his.
that they didn't even put in the show, and it's just. I wish they put
What's
him.
that
I
part
wish they
in the show?
sprinkled
Who didn't get they put in the show?
Mushroom. So Mushroom was like Rhaenyra's, I don't know, like little jester fool. He was like her fool. And all of his,
yeah.
so like the book is written by like the two different septas or whatever, right? And then like mushroom was like the other accounting of what happened. And every time they're like, but according to mushroom, it was the most like
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, you
debauchery,
know,
like,
even if she had, because
great.
even if she had a little whore at her court who was telling her lies and hooking up, or not lies, telling her secrets and hooking up with her, I don't think that the septons would be including that in their accountings.
Right. Every time mushrooms thing comes up, it's like, but that's probably not how it happened. So we're gonna move on. Like it's like totally the way the book is written is so funny because it's very more like conversational. So it's just like funny to read. But then mushroom said this, but let's move on from what mushroom said because it's not accurate. Like we're just not gonna.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's like a textbook, but then has somebody's like notes on the side in the index, like, hey, okay, so what actually happened was I was there when everybody was drinking, so I can find out what's really happening. You know, pillow talk and such.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna move on. We went to Harrenhal. Vagar's burning everything, and I was thinking Vagar's definitely been there before. Like because that was the one castle that withstood fire. Because Vagar was in the battle of the conquest battle, was he not?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And like Harrenhal, was like destroyed by Balerion and like Aegon the Conqueror. Like that's why Harrenhal is such a train wreck shit show because they just came in and like melted it all and burned it all down.
I know, but it was also the one that withstood. It was the one keep that withstood the Conqueror the longest, I think, other than Dorne. Maybe I'm getting them confused. But I feel like it wouldn't have just been Balerion to go there in that case, because they said it's the one that withstood Dragonfire. So that means that Vagar's definitely been there before. That's what I thought when Vagar was descending on it. I'm like, Vagar been there before. He remembers that place.
He's like, I'm coming here to fuck shit up.
Been here before. Been there, done that. Gonna do it again.
Saggy neck.
Sir Simon is always eating. Literally always sitting down eating whenever anything is going on.
Oh wait, we skipped something.
Okay.
Wait. Ulf and Rhaenyra, Aemon go to. Oh, so yeah, at that point they're like Ulf, Hugh, Rhaenyra, and Aemon are going to King's Landing, and then because like they're on their way, and this is where I'll get into it. The fact that they're making it and then I think like they showed Alicent again, like trying to keep people get the gates open, and I'm like, I just hate the fact that they are making it like Alicent opened the gates and Alicent told them not to shoot, and Alicent like, oh, welcomed Rhaenyra in, and it kind of takes away from the fact that, first of all, that's not what happened at all. At the end of the day, like after Rhaenyra came in and like fucked shit up, Alicent did hand her the keys and was like, here, princess, like whatever, the keys are yours. But she never like cleared the path, so to speak, for Rhaenyra to land and like come in. And it pisses me off because it takes away so much of the fact that like Rhaenyra came with her dragons, with all of the dragons, and nobody was in King's Landing to like defend King's Landing because there were no dragons left except for Moondancer. But like, she just came and took shit over and was like, this is what it is. And the fact that they're making it like Alicent opened the gate and Alicent told them not to shoot and Alicent did this and Alicent did that. It just pisses me off to no end that they're, as Alicent, right? That they're taking the conquest away from Rhaenyra when it was hers. Does that make sense? Like they're cheap. It's cheapened. It's cheapening it because they're making it look like it was handed to Rhaenyra, and that's not what it was. And it makes me so angry. And this is why every time it comes up, I'm like, this is bullshit because this isn't what happened.
So in the books, did she come with a land army? Because I know in season 2, when they were talking about it, they were talking about trying to descend on it with a land army and dragons at the same time.
She was, yeah, they all came and took over, and Rhaenyra was the last one. Like, Daemon wouldn't, like, let her come and land on Syrax until, like, the path was clear and, like, she was safe to land. Like, they came and, like, Sheepstealer was there, all, like, you know, the seeds were there, and they just, you know, it lasted, I think the book said it lasted about the better part of a day, and then she gets there.
They burnt shit.
Not that they burnt shit so much as just like, I mean, definitely they were fucking people up, but like they didn't burn shit in the way that Daenerys burnt shit, which was so nice to see the dragons fly over King's Landing.
Yeah.
Not fuck shit up.
And that's a very peaceful way to show up too. It's like, hey, we're here. Do not. Do not be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
But my question again, did they have a land army in the books when they showed up, or was it just dragons?
I think it was both.
So that,
It's
because
both.
that's how you can really, because and then that's what the maester said before she took off. He goes,
Yeah.
you can't enter the Red Keep on a dragon, bro.
Right. Where is it?
And you have to get your soldiers from the gates to the Red Keep in order to enter the Red Keep. Because like we saw in season 8 of Game of Thrones, even if the gates are taken, like you can still, it's still a stronghold. Red Keep is still a stronghold.
Yeah.
That they would have to lay
Plus, you have
siege
to
to.
remember. Yeah. Plus, you have to remember too. Like in the show, the Gold Cloaks who were keeping like peace in the city were loyal to Daemon for all those years. Like that was in the book too, where they were like,
Yeah,
nah.
that seemed pretty easy. Like that seemed like in hindsight, that was a misstep by Otto to give him the gold cloaks, but at the time Otto didn't have heirs.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm
Of
going
his
back.
own.
I was so going off. I missed.
No, that's
I
a great
missed.
clip. I'm enjoying that clip. Yeah.
Raoul Balerion attacked the castle, but Vagar was there when Aegon gave his threat to Harrenhal.
Yeah.
The Field of Fire she famously fought in. Scorpion bolts were also not commonly used. That's just the Game of Thrones show added. Like I said last week, hitting a dragon with a bolt was 1 in a million. Like this isn't like, oh my god, you know. Yeah. So, but yeah, they no, there definitely were people on the ground because it says Allison's riders got no farther than the gates when more gold cloaks took them into custody. Unbeknownst to her grace, the 7 captains commanding the gates, chosen for their loyalty to King Aegon, had been imprisoned or murdered the moment Caraxes appeared in the sky above the Red Keep. For the rank and file of the City Watch still loved Daemon Targaryen, the prince of the city who had commanded them all. So basically, Caraxes and Daemon came down. Everyone that was staying loyal were taken in, and then the rest of them were just like,
yeah. Look, okay, well,
So-
this is a lost cause, so I'm just gonna go with it.
and we're loyal to Daemon. Not even lost cause, we're just loyal to Daemon.
Okay.
So the fact that it was just like,
Hey, we're here.
gold cloaks,
And then
don't
it's
fight
like,
back.
oh,
No, it
but
was
there
because of Daemon.
are
Like,
8 guys guarding the throne. So even though you've
Right.
already taken the Red Keep, you can't take the throne. And then
Right.
60 gold cloaks show up. It's like, all right, well.
Yeah. biggest complaint is that like it just, and you know me, I'm not I mean, I am for the show, Team Targaryen, but like it just took away so much from what Rhaenyra did and Daemon and
All right. What is your notes done, or did we jump somewhere?
no, you were jumping. I stopped jumping.
Okay.
And that was me just being like
No,
Allison talking to all
let me
these
get back
people
on.
and being like, I was like pinning that. Vagar goes to Harrenhal. My next thing is back to Simon Strong. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, well, no, it's okay. No, I did jump. I was looking at my wrong stack of papers. I did 2 sets of notes, so I kind of got myself confused. When Vagar was showing up to Harrenhal, this is like not important. It's not important, but and Raoul, maybe you can help with this. He like burns like a single field of people, like between 2 hills, probably like 50 people. But like, who were they? What was it? Was it like a like, because like obviously if he could find where the Winter Wolves and Oscar Tully's host are, then he could just burn them. But no, he goes straight to Harrenhal and he just burns some people on the way. That's probably just some people who are outside of Harrenhal. But it was just like so random. Like I know they had to show him burning something on his way, but like who were they?
Daemon's garrison. Daemon left like a small force of people at Harrenhal to like protect it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank Raoul.
Huh? What?
Said thank Raoul.
Thank you,
Some of
Raoul.
the small details, listen, I will fight on the things I remember well. Some of the small details, my ADD brain, like, doesn't remember everything.
Yeah, whereas my type of ADD brain is like, wait, but what's that one thing? I need to know what that one thing is, or I cannot move on.
My ADD brain's like, I don't fucking remember what I read.
So yeah, Sir Simon Strong is always I know that Sir Simon Strong, I believe that he was not trying to support the side that Laris Clubfoot was on.
Mhm.
But I also don't see him as being a very deceptive person.
Right.
So when I think when he stood up from his table, he kind of knew that his life was forfeit at this point because he'd clearly been helping Damon.
Yeah.
But he goes up to Aemond kind of in the same way that he approached Damon, like, hey, you want some food? You want to sit down? Everything's good? He goes, I'm not going to oppose you.
Yeah.
Which he could have meant, I'm not going to oppose you just in general, like you could take the hall and I'll help you from here on out. Or he could have just meant, I'm not going to do swords with you. But then he said, the army has decamped and there's nothing to stop you. So I I'm not sure if he's just going to go along with it or what, or if he already knew he was going to get shot or stabbed. But what do you think? Was he about to defect back to Aemon?
That scene is pretty quick in the book and similar, where he's like, get a sword, fight me. And he's like, and he did try to fight, but it was
Did he in the book?
not happening.
Oh.
It was very one-sided. And I wish they kept this in the show, but they didn't. Aemon hacks him up into pieces and then feeds him to his dragon. Come on.
So there must have been it must have been made clear through communication that Simon Strong was.
Well, because Laris also disappeared. So Aemond was assuming like Laris has disappeared. You're probably also a traitor. Like, no, you're done. You're out, because they're family. And Laris has at this point defected. So, nope.
And he is, I guess, some sort of great uncle to Jace.
And yeah, because Jace and Joffrey, which I don't even know where Joffrey is right now.
Joffrey went to Essos.
Oh, right. I keep fucking forgetting where they are because they just don't talk about them. They're just like, they don't exist. Those 3 children don't even exist.
They did come up because Lady Jane was like, you're supposed to be.
Oh, yeah.
You're the children in your charge are off to Essos now without you.
Right.
Like,
they don't say my names.
In charge of those kids.
I keep forgetting. Mention their names. My ADD brain can't remember.
Say their names.
Okay. So, yeah, they fight. He was not fed to a dragon.
Yet.
And then there's a fight.
I do like that one of his, dowdy little sons got a sword in, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But can we just talk about
comes.
Aemond asking Sir Simon Strong to take up arms against him? Like, I want to fight you. I'm a knight, so I'm going to do it proper. You need a sword, too. Bro, look at me. If I even had a sword, it would be like this.
Right. Yeah, no, it's not happening.
I just love
Aemon is
that
not
actor.
Damon, little pretender. That's Raoul's. That's
Also,
what Raoul
Aemon's
has to
not
say.
Damon because
Agreed.
Christine keeps mixing the names up.
He's Timu Aemon. Timu. Sorry, now I'm fucking up. Timu Damon.
Missing an eye as well. Speaking of,
but I love when they have him take the eye patch off. That's like one book accurate thing that they did that I really love.
it's intimidating as fuck.
His eye in the book is like a sapphire, and I friggin' love that they kept that. Every time he takes it off, I'm like, fuck yeah.
I even noticed in the scene that it moves along with his other eye. So even though he can't see out of it, it still moves with his other eye. Like the little
I don't know, people with a glass eye can move it. I don't know.
But it's not, I don't think it's a glass eye. I think it's just a damaged eye.
No.
I don't know.
No, they replaced his eye with a sapphire. That's what it is. Yeah. My Opa had a glass eye. I don't remember if it moved or not. I was very young.
Other thing that I didn't notice from watching it, but I got from watching A House That Dragons Built, is that the armor, that part of the armor is also there. They don't have an eye slit in his armor on that side. Why should they? He doesn't need to see through it. So they were just talking about how it's so cool, how intimidating it is for a guy to come around the corner with just one eye showing from his armor. That's pretty cool.
But that sapphire's so dope. Thank you for not messing that up. I was waiting. I was like, can't wait to see that. Good job.
For not messing what up?
Season 1, that eye, not not doing it. Like making sure it was a sapphire when they showed his
Oh,
eye
you're
in
saying
season
thank you
1.
to HBO for not fucking that up. I thought you were
Yes.
saying I didn't fuck something up, but I'm like,
No,
what
thank
did
you
I
to
do?
HBO
What
for
did I
not
do
fucking
right?
that up.
Can you say that again?
Thank you, HBO, for not messing up the sapphire eye. Thank
Okay.
you.
So then Alice shows up to that scene.
Yeah. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't do anything.
I was thinking, she's not technically the maester of that castle, but in Westerosi rules, wherever a maester is stationed, they need to answer to the lord of that castle. So they're not supposed to have loyalties. So like when Theon took over Winterfell,
Mhm.
Lewin had to do as he said.
Right.
Because that's like the maester's oath. You just serve whoever is the lord of a castle.
Right.
So as the quote unquote maester, it kind of would be her duty if she was a maester to just do whatever he tells her to do at this point.
Mhm.
I think she's absolutely going to patch him up, and she's absolutely going to start supporting him over Daemon. I do not know what happens in the books, but I think it's pretty obvious at this point that they basically just switched who's in control of which castle.
Well, like I said an hour ago, a woman scorned.
Yeah. If she dig facts, that's gonna be wild. Like over a prize that, as she said, nobody respects and nobody cares for.
Right.
All right, so
I'm not spoiling it for too many people, luckily.
so now we're basically back to the conquest of King's Landing.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm realizing, because when Rhaenyra was in bed when Daemon came back to Dragonstone, she just goes like, I'm so tired. I'm thinking she has been up for a while now. And I know that that's like normal for men in war to have to be like awake for like 3 to 10 days straight. But she's a pampered little queen. She's usually just at home. So I kind of feel like since it was announced,
we skipped something really major.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. My notes got all out of
No, we skipped Daemon and Rhaenyra talking in Valerian about Daenerys.
Well, yeah, that's okay. So that's where I'm at. Rhaenyra in bed.
Yeah, but that's
And
like
she
way
said
back. That's like way
I know.
back.
That was back when we talked about the Smith and the Soft. I'm sorry. Let's talk about that.
That was before like Alicent almost got raped by Lord Jasper, which we also skipped over. But
no, my notes are like this today, so I kind of they went out of order. But yeah, so Rhaenyra's in bed, and Daemon comes, and he returned from where he was, and fucking iced tea.
I forgot to bring something up too. I like skipped over a whole thing. We were talking about Masari, and I messed up all my notes.
That's okay. Me too. I did the same thing.
Every time I feel like the whole like Aegon's dream, and like we try to like forcibly bring us back to Game of Thrones, I'm like, all right, I guess we're gonna force this together. But like, I actually this didn't bother me. I kind of like this, the way he talked about a woman with 3 dragons at her breast, and I was like, oh, okay, go on, tell us more. Like it didn't bother me the way that like Viserys talking about it.
It's really nice for his arc, because he goes from like, I'm supposed to be your heir to all right, well, I guess I'm your king consort. No consort, I'm just the king, to you are meant to lead us. And here he is coming back to her like, listen, I know this sucks, but I saw the darkness in the north. Like, not just the realm needs you, but mankind needs you right now.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying.
Yeah, and I like that it tied it in, and I just like the way they did it. Like it wasn't cringy or like, okay, yeah, it was. I liked it.
And also in this moment, they talked about this is when again I talked about this before. She's like, Bela said there was another dragon there,
Mhm.
and that it was Sheep Stealer, and he
Right.
goes, "Sheep Stealer is wild; nobody could tame him." That basically establishes that they knew of the existence of Sheep Stealer and that the Sheep Stealer had a name.
Oh yeah, they knew about her, but they also knew no one could tame her. And there's also Cannibal riding around somewhere that we also haven't talked about. But there's another one that just like
Nope, don't
eats
say
other
it.
dragons. But
Don't
we're
say
not.
it.
No, we're not fucking with that one. I don't think that one even comes into play at any point because they're fucking crazy. No, there's not a spoiler. It's not even written into the book, into the show.
Oh, see,
You're
like
good.
somebody told me about that one, like before House of the Dragons even came out, and I was like, "What are you talking about? There are no dragons that eat other dragons."
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I saw the scene with Vhagar killing Lucerys, and I was like, "Oh, this must be what they meant. He wasn't eating it; he was just attacking it."
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself the other day, I'm like, "Oh, maybe this cannibal dragon, who's bigger and more fearsome than Vhagar, is going to be Vhagar's downfall." What did
Yeah.
Ron say?
Yeah, I
Did
don't
Ron say
know.
something?
I don't really think Cannibal comes in. I mean, I guess they might have to, but I don't
Anyway,
remember how. Anyway,
so I was saying, I think that she's been asleep or awake since before, like since the Battle of the Gullet came into play. Because Bela comes in, says the battle's happening. She goes, "I'm going to put on my riding leathers." They lock her in a room. She's so pissed off. The battle couldn't have. I mean, how long does the Battle of the Gullet last? Days, hours?
I think it was just like a very long day. Like it went into the night.
So then I think that she hasn't slept at all.
Right. But remember what I said last week is that at this point, she is still in active recovery that they're not talking about from that stillborn birth. Like she's still so close to that stillborn birth that because this show, it's like a jump, but like.
But hasn't Damon been like gone for 6 months at least?
Because the timeline, I mean, sorry, in the book, she's still recovering actively from this stillborn birth.
I get that from like mid-season last season, but I mean, Damon has since gathered an entire host. You can't.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had a stillborn birth. I personally don't know how long it takes to recover from that, physically, mentally. You know what I mean? Like
mentally, yes.
And she also also the baby that she gave birth to that was stillborn. They kind of showed it a little bit on the show. In the book, that thing was like half fucking dragon. Like that thing had like scales and wings, and it was like crazy dragon-shaped
cool
head.
To know. That's cool to know because they said that about,
and I wish they did it better.
They said that about Daenerys's baby.
Yeah, yeah, and this was like the same thing. It was like
I was rewatching it. She literally pulls it out of her body.
Yeah,
that was a tough scene.
Yeah, that was rough.
Like I feel like any woman who has had to deal with something like that, that would be really rough to watch that.
Yeah. So she's still recovering.
It would turn you off from watching the entire show.
Homegirl's fucking tired. Give her a break. You know?
So then the next thing is Lord Jasper. We don't know a lot about him. I even thought at the end of the last season that he might have been going towards defecting because when Aemond said, "Shut the gates," and he's like, "Well, how's there anybody any food?" Or when Aemond's like, "Oh, well, they'll like it less when they're fucking dead. They can't worry about eating if they're dead, can they?" And Aemond walked away and the camera just kind of closed up on Jasper being like, man, maybe this guy is not the right guy to be in charge. And I really almost that's the last kind of thought I had about Jasper. There's not really much to think about him. He's not a big player. He didn't even come in until I feel like the first scene I even remember him from was, oh, okay, so now we can carry out our long laid plans to put Aegon on the throne. Like I don't even remember him on the council before then.
Right. My only note is Alicent and Lord Jasper. Okay, so we're doing rape now? Like that's
Well, that's what I was going to say. We don't know him, but this action came out of nowhere. This is, for as little as we know of this character, this is very out of character for this character.
Yeah. I think they're just giving us another, like, Alicent is, what's the word?
Oh, I can't think of it. I can't think of the word. She's vulnerable and she's struggling, but she's persevering.
Oh, we feel bad for her. Fuck that. This kind
of action is
Alicent is the bad guy this whole time. God.
What
Not
Lord
our character.
Jasper is doing is something that I feel like would make more sense if it was like the city was already under siege and we're gonna die, so I'm gonna at least get my
Right.
kids in before it's over. But that's not what's happening. He's coming to tell her that he knows that her Lord Commander just fibbed on her to him as if he's like some sort of authority that's left. What does Raoul have to say?
I like how every time I point this way or just like in this direction, it always means Raul's talking.
Yeah.
Sorry. We should just bring him on, but we're gonna have to like, I don't know. There's gonna have to be like a paddle, like a situation where like we all take
Let
turns
me
talking.
show you what it would look like if there was three of us here.
Because he's just gonna talk and we're all just gonna feel stupid. But we should bring him on. That would be super cool. But there has to be like a fair way to all talk. So he said that scene, the rape scene, wasn't needed. Agreed. I'd rather have a battle scene. Agreed. I would have rather have seen fish feed than fake Allison rape. We feel bad for Allison.
Well, and can you hear me now? Because I had to turn off my sound for a second when I
No,
yeah.
you're good.
The other thing is like, well, we said that there was a land army when she took the kingdom. It's hard for me to actually believe that HBO would have any sort of budget constraints that would make them change the entire storyline because of it to make Allison open the gates. But I mean, it's possible that they just didn't want to have to do that one. Like when I was watching the I'm going to be talking about this a lot now that I'm watching it, the House of Dragons built.
You
Ryan's
have to warn me next time so I can join in this conversation because you did this and didn't tell me that we're talking about this. So let me know next time.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I mean,
I
there's three seasons of it.
because I didn't know we were
I was
talking about it.
honestly, I was still on season 1. I just watched it today just because. But Ryan, I believe it's Ryan Condal, who's
Yeah.
always talking in these shows, says, I knew we were gonna have to do the Battle of the Gullet because it's such a big scene. The way he said it made it sound like he was wondering if he could just kind of skip over it, like the way that they skip over the Battle of the Burnt Mill, which is something that always kind of pisses me off when like they show up and like at least with the Battle of the Red Fork, they were still kind of like showing like the end of the battle.
Right.
Like there was still some battle going on, like it was like it was winding down. Whereas at the Burning Mill, it was just like this happened.
Right.
We're not showing you it happening because that would cost us too much money.
That was when
So
Tyrion got knocked out and then like woke up. It was like, oh, I missed this whole battle.
And so did we. Because you guys didn't want to fucking pay for it.
Thanks for getting knocked out, Tyrion. You missed the whole thing.
So yeah, I can't believe that the fucking showrunner would say, "Oh, do we have to do the Battle of the Gullet because a battle on water that sounds super expensive? Do we really want to do that?" When like it turns out it becomes like one of the best battle scenes that ever happens, but on screen anyway.
I want to say
So,
one thing before we jump
Yeah.
back forward because we backtracked a little bit. And this was like leading up to Rhaenyra being like, we're going to King's Landing, and like them really. So there's a quote from the book that I feel like this episode really, they didn't say it because it was just like narration, but I feel like this episode did a really good job of expressing this
Capturing the tone.
quote. And and this was like definitely like in my notes, and I have to go back and look at the actual paragraph, but like they did a really good job of capturing this. So it said, broken by the loss of one son, Rhaenyra Targaryen seemed to find new strength after the loss of a second. Jace's death hardened her, burning away her fears, leaving only her anger and her hatred. And I love that this really did a good job of like showing, encompassing that, you know?
Yeah,
Might
so
not-
the next thing
I
I
wanted to
have
talk
is
about
her
it.
showing up is back at Dragonstone, her showing up to the council. She's got 2 council members left, and they're like, okay, once again, you can't go fight the battles. And they're like, oh, you can't show up without like a land army. But she's like, I'm done talking.
Yep.
It's like, I'm not asking your permission. I'm letting you, like, I'm giving you the courtesy of letting you know this is what's going on.
Yep. I literally wrote this down at that exact scene. That's when I wrote this down. I was like, ooh, that's right from the book.
Yeah. Yeah, and Damon's like, I didn't hear her wavering in what she said. She sounded. So I just, their relationship is so cute right now because, yes, he's her hound dog, but also he's like her little, like, yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
That's, did you hear the queen, my wife? Yeah. That's what's happening right now.
Yep.
I was wondering, does she really only have 2 council members left and basically no Kingsguard at Dragonstone?
I don't even remember how many people are left, honestly.
Well, there's just the
don't
2 men in the room at that point.
Yeah, I don't remember how many are left.
I think the rest of them,
Corliss isn't there, right? Her sons aren't there.
Andrew, whoever the guy is who they sent to Harrenhal,
Mhm,
Sir Andrew.
mhm.
We don't know where he went.
Okay,
Anyway,
I can tell you
Okay.
exactly who showed up with her at King's Landing. If I read it and find it. Where the heck is it?
well, no, I mean only the warriors are going to show up in King's Landing. I just mean like she didn't have very many council members to begin with, but
Right.
she's got 2 left.
Yeah.
Um,
Shoot.
Okay, I think I went pretty much to the end. All I have here for about the end is Alicent literally planned. Go ahead,
Wait.
please.
No, I have. Okay, so they escaped. The Gold Cloaks remaining loyal to Daemon, so they were like, nope, we're here. Yes. Releasing everyone. So they released everyone who stayed faithful from the dungeons, and then locked everyone up, right? And am I jumping ahead from where you are?
Mm.
Am I jumping ahead?
No.
When they go to Maester Orwyle, and he was like, wait, I have someone better. And for some reason, like, I know that Otto gets beheaded, but like, because the last thing we saw of Otto, he was like in a chicken cart too, right? And I didn't put it together because I remember talking to my sister being like, what the fuck are they doing with Otto? Like, where is he escaping to? Because he's about to get beheaded as soon as she takes over. But for some reason, my brain didn't like connect those dots. So he was like, I have someone better. And then Daemon goes down to the dungeon and he's just like laughing this maniacal laugh. And I'm like,
No.
who the fuck is it? Like my brain couldn't connect it. And I was like, why do I?
But Orwell was not telling him about Otto. Orwell was telling him about Jasper.
It wasn't. You're right. Sorry.
But
It was
then
just a random dungeon guy. Sorry, you're right.
Which I recognize that actor and I cannot find out who it is because his name was not given. And I tried to take a picture of it and it just didn't work in my Google search. It kept saying it was Laris, which is incorrect. But I know that actor from something else.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost have it in my thought. The tip of my nose. He like plays somebody's like who's the sidekick in Frankenstein with the hump? Doesn't matter. It's gonna come to me one day, but like I recognize that actor's face. And he plays a similar character in something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, that guy's like right on cue.
Didn't Orwell say I can give you another? Didn't Orwell say that?
Orwell says
What if
I can give you somebody
another?
who will give you more satisfaction. And that was
Right.
Jasper, because Jasper was on the council that conspirated to
Oh,
put
right,
Aegon
okay.
on the throne. But
Okay.
then, as he's there telling Jasper how he's going to cut off his cock
Right.
before he beheads him, then
Right.
this little urchin comes in from the Black Cells.
Right,
And
you're
says,
right. I
Sir,
completely cut Jasper out of that whole equation. 'cause I was
Sir, Lord Laris has left you a gift if you ever want to return.
that conniving little motherfucker. And then they
Lord
probably took
Laris
that
would be
star.
playing chess when the rest of the Greens are playing checkers.
Igor's the guy. Yes, thank you, Mikey. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you for that. Igor's the little guy with the humpback.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, there's another show, and when it comes to me, it's going to piss me off because I tried to search for him. But on IMDb, you can't search by the episode. Like, I feel like if I searched by the episode and went all the way down, like, I found, like, a high tower archer from the episode actor, but I could not find this guy. And it really pissed me off. That was also before I took my nap, so I probably just didn't have the patience for it.
I really wish I rewatched the episode, but I was too excited to just get into it, and I didn't. So I left out the Jasper part.
There also isn't really time for you too if we do this Monday nights. I'm realizing.
Right, and Monday nights I get out earlier, so I can do this a little earlier. But no, I was like, who are they bringing? Like, I couldn't. My brain couldn't
really? I knew
place the
immediately.
pieces together because I was like, because I just didn't. I couldn't figure it out, even though I know
I'm
all our
happy
guys.
for you. There was something that you didn't know because as a book reader, there's not usually a lot that you don't know.
But I know that Otto dies. But the last we saw was Otto leaving, so I thought that they were fucking the storyline up. So when they brought him up, and I was like, "Fuck yes! Oh my god!"
Wait, so in the books, where is he all of season 2 in the books?
he's just still there, like fucking around, you
Because
know?
he
Because
gives the
he
hand.
left as the hand and then wound up coming back. I think Aemon brings him back on as hand.
That would make more sense because Aemon knows and respects his authority. He doesn't respect
Mhm.
his authority, but he knows and respects his cunning.
Right.
So,
But like I know that he
happened
obviously died, but
according
I
to
thought
the
that they were just gonna
show, what happens according to the
Um,
show is that he heads back to Old Town. He gets captured on the way from Old Town. Nobody hears from him. Nobody knows where it is. Apparently, Laris captured him, brought him back to the fucking black cells. Wow.
That is smart. That little finger
That's like,
motherfucker.
hey, because if anything, what was I gonna say? It was oh, there was something I was gonna say when they were mad about somebody doing something. If anything, it was Laris that was responsible for it. But now here he is being like, "Ooh,
Hey, can I show
yes,
you my notes from this part?
yeah."
It's kind of funny. Can you read it?
A little more than
OMG, yes. No, Otto, yes. OMG, fucking kill this motherfucker. Those are my notes for this part.
I mean, honestly, if I for a second I thought she was wavering on whether or not she should, like, because it's so quick. Like she showed she showed sure she's. I'm not even drinking right now. What the fuck? She showed Sir Laurent mercy.
Yeah. Mhm.
And
But this whole shit, all of this bullshit is Otto's fault. First and foremost, literally, he made it zoo.
yeah,
Young
he's the
little
one
daughter,
who
go marry Viserys, get on the get her kids on the throne. Like
he's the one that put
literally,
the
all of
thought
this is
into
his fault.
Alicent's head that if she takes the throne, she'll have to kill your sons. It was only his brain that made Alicent believe that, and it's his brain that thought that idea up. Rhaenyra never would have done that.
My head is gonna get taken. Stupid ass.
Yeah, no, he's the one who thought that if it was him, he would have killed the boys. If he was Rhaenyra, he would have killed the boys. But
Yeah.
Rhaenyra would never have done that, and Alicent would never have conceived of that. So he really did create all of this.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's similar to Tywin Lannister, was never on the throne, never aspired to be on the throne, but was moving all the chess pieces. We've never had a good cosplayer of Tywin, have we?
We did. Oh my god, stop. Hold on.
He was an older gentleman.
No. Yeah. No. Didn't he do Tywin? No, maybe he didn't do Tywin. I'm thinking of. Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name right now, and I feel horrible. He did Jamie for us. So we had our Rob Stark. We had our Jon Snow. We had the other guy.
He would have to be older. He would have to be older.
He's in the photo that you posted
No,
today.
no, that guy needed to be Jamie. That's our Jamie.
Oh, he did Littlefinger. I'm sorry.
He's great at Littlefinger. No, he's too cute and young to be Tywin.
We never had a Tywin. Let me tell you, if they announce, I don't know, in a month from now, that they get Charles Dance at New York Comic Con, I will. That's it. Like, he is probably besides Peter Dinklage that I'll never meet, but like he's probably also Oberyn Martell. Also, I can't.
Pedro Pascal, Daddy Pedro.
Too much fun. Pedro Pascal and Charles Dance are probably the two Game of Thrones actors left that I would like. I don't even care if they're going to Dragon Con. I'm at Dragon Con. They're going to New York Comic Con. I'm at New York Comic Con. Like, those are the two I think highest, because I've met Cersei now. Two highest actors that I have left that like I need to meet.
For some reason, a lot of them came out. Lena Headey coming out doing the rounds this year. I think it's going to happen. Just manifest that it'll come around. Because Lena's doing Dragon Con too.
Been the last 14 years. I like Dragon Con is very much probably could be maybe on the docket. Like if I really tried, depends on my car this week. I need a $3,000 part fixed in my car because what else is new? But I think I could make Dragon Con happen before New York Comic Con because
I could have our lodging taken care of. I think because I have an apartment to stay in, we could either share a bed or one of us could sleep on the couch. I'm not going to sleep on the couch. So.
We've done worse at 311 day. So I'm circling back over here. Raul really wishes that Otto and Rhaenyra had a conversation. Yeah. And I disagree. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what that
We
motherfucker has
haven't
to say.
seen him for an
That is not
entire season. He's a great actor, does that character amazingly. I mean,
Yeah.
all that honestly, to be honest, all that he would have said would be more stuff to make her feel bad. Because at this point, he has no reason to have a straight up conversation with her. All he's going to do at this point is try to worm his way into her council or trying to get his life. So
Yeah.
anything he has to say right now is not to be believed anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't need a conversation. I'm glad the way it went down. I love that she was like, I can't do it. And he's like, you better do it right now. Here's
Yeah,
Stark
even
sister.
Otto was like, let him do it, and Damon was like, nope. He pulled out his sword and he handed it right to her without even blinking. I loved
Nope.
it.
And I love that. I love that it took 2 swings and oh my God, it was so good. I was literally sitting
And
on
she
my couch.
closes her eyes
just
when
like-
she does it. I wish
Huh?
we could watch an episode together.
You have to come visit. You can come visit. I have a couch. You can sleep in my bed. Just all you need is a
You can
flight,
come
really.
to New York and we can watch it in New York.
I come to New York all the fucking time. Excuse me. And I'm tired of coming to New York. Everyone needs to start coming to me because I'm tired of going.
You know how broke I am right now. Let's not talk
All
about
you
it.
have to do is fly here.
I'll put it on my list of tracked flights. I'll check it on my flight. No, that would be cool.
Okay.
We could do like a live reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe for
You
the
have like
finale.
a month. You have like a month to get here.
Just
saying.
2 months.
Anyway,
No, there's good. How many episodes are there? 8 or 10?
8. You have like a month.
6 weeks. Okay, 6 weeks. Give it to me.
Anyway.
Okay. It feels like walking the steps to the throne with tears in your eyes, snot in your nose, and blood on your shoes feels a little bit like walking into a wedding with your hands bound. I'm not gonna lie. It's not in a way that like she doesn't want to do it, but like it's really bittersweet.
Yeah, I love the shot. Probably my favorite shot, even more than the fire in the water. By like a little bit, was the shot of her walking up to the throne, reflected in the pool of his blood, because like it was so symbolic to me. Because the only reason that she hasn't been on this throne the whole time is because of him. So like her walking up to the throne in a pool of his like blood reflected, like it was just, oh my God, like this is all your fault, and now you're dead, and like she should, it's just, it was
And
so
did you know?
good.
Now, what we'll be watching the House of the Dragons build after this, if there's time, before the episode now, or I won't do it and watch it. I'll wait to watch it till after. But from watching that, I know that this episode was directed by a woman.
Oh,
And she said something about the scene when Aemon comes in and is killing all those household guards. That she's like, I kind of had like this vision from Kill Bill, Quentin Tarantino in my mind, and I needed a shot from above with all the pools of blood around him and the dead bodies around him. And so I'm going to assume that a shot like that with the blood reflecting is her. And it just makes me wonder, what the fuck is Ryan Condal even there for? If there's other people directing and other people writing every episode, there's a different director and writer for every episode, and it's not him. So other than choosing who is directing and writing these episodes, what is he doing?
Ruining the story. What?
Okay. So then Alicent comes in.
Cut it out.
Yeah, I don't even know how much of this shit I'm posting at this point.
Oh my God. So I hate this whole, I let you in. I let you. I hate it.
But then also, yeah, that's the first thing.
But now the fact that she's walking in and seeing her dad beheaded, being like, I fucking let you in, bitch. Like, I kind of liked that drama,
That was supposed to be the end of the season.
Yeah.
And how crazy of an end of the season. I thought the episode was done when we closed up on Rhaenyra's face. And then she's finally taking a sigh of relief. She's going,
yeah, but like still fear, confusion, anger.
But she's still finally taking a sigh of relief. And then they say, clear the way. And Alicent, who, okay, you planned all this shit getting a place ready for her, but you didn't plan your own escape well.
Yeah. Or thinking about your father getting beheaded. Hello.
Well, she didn't. She hasn't
because
thought
he was
about him in
gone.
a long time. She
'Cause he was
hasn't
gone.
said anything about him in a long
He was
time.
gone. He was gone.
Well, it wasn't just that he was gone; he was also missing. So, as far as they knew, he was already dead.
Right.
I mean, the look on Rhaenyra's face when she saw Otto, she's like, "Where the fuck did he come from?"
When she saw Allison, oh,
And that was her face. She went from finally becoming kind of like, "Okay, I actually made it. I'm here," to "Man, this was tough," to
oh,
like, "Oh, there's my old friend. We're both
And
having a lot of losses. Oh
and my
wait,
dad.
welcome
Helena's in the back, just like,
home."
God damn it, where are my friggin' chickens? Poor Helena, just
Yeah.
not having a good time.
So here we are. We still managed to talk for 2 hours.
I was just gonna say that. Sorry. So I need like a better book. I need like a
No, it's
Lannister
beautiful.
book to keep my notes in because this doesn't fit the theme.
Okay, we could do that.
I'm just saying. Every time I
No, you
flash, I'm
should
like,
find
oh,
one for sure.
I am breaking theme.
That's okay.
Um,
There was not much to talk about, but we still talk for 2 hours.
my
Go
my
us.
only other two complaints that I'm not gonna like really talk about it and spoil it is that there are two other people that are there. Three other people that are there that are not there in the show, and one of them dies. I'm not gonna say it because they probably will die eventually, but they should have been here at this scene.
You mean
yeah.
3 other people in the on the chessboard that aren't there that should be
Yeah.
there? Okay.
Yeah. There's 3 people
Interesting.
missing. One of them dies.
I'm gonna assume you're talking about the 3 dragon seeds.
No, they are also there, but none of them die. But they also should be there. And Sheep Stealer and Nettles should be there, but it's here or there. But there's someone that dies in this whole throne room debacle. So I'm curious what they're gonna do with that storyline because they're still alive.
Okay. I'm gonna assume you're talking about Orwell.
No.
Was he on the council when Viserys died?
I think so. I think Oral. No. Yes,
Because
I
it was
think
the
so.
Master of Laws who they killed for
Beesbury. They like
Beesbury, they were
face-
like, "This is not cool," and Alicent was like, "You guys did this without my knowledge and authority or whatever." But and I know that Jasper was there. I know that Tyland was there. I'm wondering if Orwell was there because yeah, if Orwell wasn't on the council when that happened, then whether he was involved or not, then he has no reason to be killed.
No, that's what I'm talking about. In the book, Orwell goes to prison. He goes to the dungeons. Wait,
Okay.
I keep losing a follower, and I'm not sure if it's Mikey or Raul. So
Well,
like,
we're
the things
done
I just
anyway.
said, I'm looking for Raul to be like, you're right, but like, I don't know who keeps getting kicked off.
Well,
And
we're
Raul
done
had 2
anyway.
things he wanted to talk about. Raul wanted to say something about Valerian, and no, about
There.
nope, Cannibal, and he had something else to say. Oh, should we just? Where is he? We could just bring him on now.
I don't know
No.
how from StreamYard. I would have to send him the link. Can you forward him the link?
Oh, okay, but and he'd have to forward you. Oh, yeah. Raul,
No, he
are
wouldn't
you
have
there?
to forward me his Instagram to be on the screen.
Oh no, he would just no,
He
he'd be on the
just have to
screen with us,
forward him
right?
the same link that I forwarded you.
Raul, if I send you a link, can you click the link and put your phone on screen time and then tell us your story?
And we'll only be here for another 3
all
minutes.
2 of us can see who you are. And when we post it later, I'm waiting for you to tell me. Raul, yes or no? I know you're watching me. He's probably typing. He had something to say about Cannibal, and he had something funny to say about something else. This was a good episode overall. I want to come back and say I'm not super mad like I was last week. Overall, I really like the story. There are certain things that they're changing that I'm not thrilled with. The people that were there, one of them that died that they're not talking about. I'm curious how they're gonna go about that. Did you watch the preview for next week?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing much. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick.
It's weird because Raul said he will join us. Okay, stand by. I'm gonna send you the link in your. Can you put your email in the little comment section for everyone to see?
Raul, put your email in.
Shit. Forward. Okay. Interesting. Did you watch the preview? I think you sent me the preview for next week, actually.
I think I did.
So they
I just
showed
don't remember.
Darren. They showed him with red hair, and now next week they're showing him with blonde hair.
Different actor. It is a different actor entirely. But to be
So do we
fair,
have a fake Darren? Do we have what are?
well, I was gonna say in season 1, or in episode 1, they never explicitly said that was Darren. They never said that was Darren. We all just assumed it.
But if it's two different actors playing Darren, they're doing something fishy.
But why are we saying that in episode 1, the kid that was the squire of Hubert was like? Why are we saying that was Darren? Because we all assumed it was.
Because I think that actor.
I'm saying that maybe it never was.
Maybe they're.
I hear what you're saying, that they're bringing in a fake Darren, like in The Witcher, how they had a fake little girl to give away to the The Witcher. I'm saying maybe that was just a fake, a little fake out.
Yeah,
from the showrunners, that there was a squire there, but that was not ever actually Darren.
I hope so. Please don't do this stupid. We have a like Padme Amidala, like that whole thing. Please don't do that.
Yeah. No, well, honestly, I don't think it could be that, Jacqueline, because whatever the child was when it went away was either brown, was either auburn or blonde. So whoever they're bringing, I'm not saying that Rhaenyra would necessarily have been privy to what color that child's hair was, but I'm saying that with all of the surveillance and, inside information that people have to have, they would know what the kid looks like. So I think that the entire world of viewers just assumed that that was Darren. And they might have made us want to think that. They might have done that intentionally, but they never said, here's Darren. We know that was Darren's dragon, but they never said, this is Darren. It could have just been the squire.
I hope it's not, because he should be
clearly
blonde.
This blonde kid is the new Darren. They would not have changed actors from episode to episode. So either, I really don't know. Is that the only thing you had to say about the trailer? Because for some reason I can't pull the trailer up right now.
I think so. I was like, what? Yeah, I think that was it. I don't there wasn't anything.
It didn't show us much. We saw.
It was Allison being like, you have to change who you are to be a ruler because I'm your friend. Shut the fuck up.
No, it's not even because I'm your friend. It's just, this is what's going to happen. All the things that you think it is to be a ruler. And I believe that, even to take on a job as like an executive at a company, all of the things that you want to do and think is what is the right things to do and the way you want to run a company, or even a politician, then all of a sudden you come in and you realize this is how the real world works when it comes to politics. And you do have to work with lobbyers, and you do have to give and take. And sometimes there's things that certain politicians have done that or had to be okay with, that it's not how they wanted things to go, but it just has how the way that things work, the way the world works.
No, I know. I just don't like that they have I just hate their.
It looks like there's going to be a lot happening with Hobart or Hubert, whoever the Hightower cousin.
Okay.
Oh, this is episode 2. No, this is episode 3.
Raul, I need your email. Raul, put your email in the comments so I can send you the link. I want to hear your story.
There's a new trailer of the Odyssey.
I don't know what that is. That's off topic. Oh, I want to see that, actually. Yes, I do know what that is, and I want to see it.
I don't know. There was a TV show about, it wasn't the story of the Odyssey, it was the story of Troy, but it had the guy who played Ned Stark's brother as Odysseus, and I really wanted them to continue that series. I don't see why they wouldn't have, but I think that it was filmed pre-COVID because it came out in 2020. The Fall of Troy, A Fall of a City. I really thought they were going to continue that, but all right. I'm
Yeah.
going to give you guys my predictions while we wait
got
for
it.
Raoul. Okay.
I got it. Oh shit, how do I copy? I also, when are we doing our FMK game? Because that's what I'm really excited about.
I know that you didn't respond to that, so I'm glad that you're telling me.
Yes,
I
did. I was like, oh my God, I love that actually.
Do you want to read his email address to me?
Oh, because yeah, you can send it. Augustus, Augustu. Wait, hold on. Augustus Raul Raul at yahoo.com. Sorry, Raul. You're the only one watching us right now, so it doesn't even matter.
Augustusraul
at yahoo.com.
Yahoo. All right.
Is Augustus your first name? And I didn't know this whole time? Interesting. Oh, he's gone.
Well, it's going to be nice to see you. And
there's one follower, and I don't know if it's Raul or Mikey, so I don't know what's going on.
So while he goes to that link, I'm just going to share my predictions real quick, okay?
Yeah, now no one's watching, so go ahead.
These are Christine's predictions for season 3, episode 3. Thailand is still alive. Thailand will be somewhere. What's the name of the Kingsguard from season 1? Westerling. The Westerling's gonna show up somewhere. I swear to God, and it's gonna be to support Rhaenyra. He's gonna have been somewhere, and when he hears Rhaenyra's on the throne, he's gonna be like, "Hey, bitch, I'm back." Joffrey, young Joffrey, who's on his way to Essos with the 2 kids, will be captured. Okay. Something's going to happen. He's going to be captured. He's going to be intercepted, and somebody's going to be either trying to get a ransom for him or something, or his head's going to show up on a spike. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, Rhaenyra's kids with the Strongs. There is a curse on anybody who has House Harrenhal. The Strongs are included when these kids were born, and they're not going to make it. And my final prediction for the entire season, not necessarily for the next episode, but for the season, is that we are going to get a threesome between Daemon, Rhaenyra, and the White Worm.
You know, I wouldn't be mad. Now that I have Raoul's information that I clearly skipped over in this entire book, I don't think I'd be mad.
Well, you know, you're not very Did I send this to him or not?
Yeah.
Did I send him nothing?
You did. I don't know. Both Raoul and Mikey keep coming in and out, so I don't know what's going on. Did you send it?
I think I did, but I'm not. The link doesn't seem to have been there, so I'm gonna try again.
Okay. I really want this other Alicent wig. I'm like, I don't want to spend the $81.
I was gonna ask you, is this the one that you had the year that I shared a hotel room with you guys? Because it looks better than that one.
No, that one was so bad. So I ordered
that was like
another one,
orange. I didn't
and the one that I
you.
ordered was already worn. This is gross. I'm glad that no one's really watching except for Mikey, because I ordered another one and it showed up and I didn't take it out of the bag until we were in the hotel room. And when I took it out of the bag, it was, you know how like you've worn a wig, you can tell like when it smells like someone's worn it. And the this whole underneath part was like matted and ratty. And I'm wearing
Did you get it on Amazon?
Yeah. And you want to do something really gross while we're talking about it and waiting for a Raoul? So Benet had sent me a costume for Everwild, because apparently there's like themes and shit that you have to like do at Everwild. So she sent me like this cute, the theme is Queen of Hearts. No, the theme is...
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Oh
hey,
my goodness. Hello.
Hi.
I'll finish the story later. It's gross.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. You better have a glass of wine in your hand.
No. Actually, 1 second.
Okay. We want to hear the stories that you have to tell us. Please tell me your stories.
You know, I was just going to say, this wig's definitely better. I didn't want to tell you how off the color was that day when I was helping you style it. But
it was
this
also
is
like froey, and it's just
better.
the whole thing was bad.
No, that was
Bottle of port. Screw
that
a glass
girl
at 1 in the
from the
morning.
What is it?
it's 1 a.m. Screw a glass.
Yay! Cheers. What is it though? Are you drinking wine
It's
out of the
port.
bottle?
It's port. Yeah, it's my personal port bottle. So like no one's sharing it.
Raul, thank
okay.
you for being our fact checker and for
No
joining
problem.
us.
I love the world, so I have no problem helping you guys out. So 2 things.
Go.
First, with the cannibal, it is rumored that actually, if Corlys went to try and bond a dragon, he would have gotten the cannibal because during Corlys's funeral in the books, that is the only time the cannibal flies out of Dragonstone and flies over his funeral.
Wait, the cannibal lives in Dragonstone?
Yep.
Also, spoiler alert: Corlys isn't dead yet. Oh my god.
But no, like when he dies of old age.
I don't want to. Okay.
Oh yes.
No, it's nothing plot like heavy. It's literally old man. The
In
cannibal
general.
flies over his funeral, and
Okay.
there is a theory in the fandom that the reason why Daenerys and Rhaenyra's children come out as dragon looking is because the Valyrian magic is strongest in them, and actually through them more dragons are born. So that's why they get pregnancies like that.
They just don't survive.
So those are the 2. Yep, they don't survive, but it's showing like the Valyrian magic is specifically very strong in them. Like
Yeah,
that's why
because
dragons are born in their vicinity.
They did say in Karth when the men with the blue mouths, they were like, when dragons are in the world, our magic grows stronger. So it's all connected. You know what I'm kind of thinking? I feel like you could do a pretty mean Kristen Cole cosplay.
Oh no. I want to try Baelor.
No.
I want to try Baelor from Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. The crown prince. Yeah.
You know, I have a mean egg cosplay from. But you know what I'm gonna do? Can I show you guys something? Hold on. Where is it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know where it is.
Raul, you need to do the Baratheon.
Lionel?
Yeah, grow your hair back out and do Lionel. And
No,
just
that's
do
what I'm
Lionel.
doing.
Grow my hair out and do Lionel Baratheon.
That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna
That's
do a female. I'm gonna do a gender bent Lionel.
Oh, that'll go awesomely. That'll go
Yeah,
awesomely.
I started making the crown. I don't know where it is. I have all this fabric. You know how I just like went through something over February and March where like all of like the all of like the hype and like excitement I had over starting our podcast, I just kind of like lost. And then I didn't lose the excitement, I lost the energy for it. And I have this I'm gonna let you guys go in a second, but I have this concept I'm doing. But,
we are also over 2 hours again, just to make that clear. But Raul's still with us. He left us last week.
You know what? It's not even in here. You'll see it when you see it. I'm making a TikTok of me making my
Raul, I had so many
costume.
good things to say last week about the end of the episode, and I was like, Raul left. Raul left. He'd agree, but Raul left.
So what do we think? How can we streamline it? Because I know we like hanging out, but I also want to try to get it to be under an hour. One thing I think we can do is
you can try both bringing up a point of a scene and then discussing it briefly and then move on to like the next section, like break it up into like
if I section it out and just say like this is like the table of contents, then that might help.
My notes are in order and it still happens. Like I feel like we sidetrack with like actors and like talking about musicals. I feel like we have to just stay on like Westeros.
So yeah,
I'm yelling at my dragon half the time. I don't know why, but she's dead right now. Oh, I don't know what happened today, but she's not being the way she's normally being. So good on that.
Yeah.
I'll work on my sidetracks.
Also, when you ask questions, and I'm like, send me the questions you're going to ask me ahead of time, so I can like not look so clueless. Because I know a lot. I just ADD brain doesn't remember.
It's fine. It's because Fire and Blood is a history book, and we're talking about a show. So there's going to be a lot of things that are not in the book, even if they're done accurately.
Yeah, a lot of the questions I ask come up a lot of the questions that I ask come up from our conversation, but if there are any
Yeah.
questions I know ahead of time that I'm going to ask, I will.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that like the book, hold on, I'm going to show you how much of this book is actually like this show.
No, but even
Oh,
with
wait, no,
Night of
hold
the
on.
Seven Kingdoms, it's 30-minute episodes, 28-minute episodes, and we're somehow talking about it for 80 minutes.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, who's this? Sarah's. Yeah. Okay. So, hold on. Let's get rid of this. It's a conversation. There's a conversation in the back of this book. I don't know why. Okay. This. This is the whole show. This is the show. This is before the show. And this is just on all the shit.
Oof.
And I have
Before
the
the show,
illustrated
like
version.
other
Oh,
histories.
also,
This is Allison reading to Jaharis.
oh,
This girl
also,
has been
I don't know if
involved
either of you
since the
guys
beginning.
noticed, and I just remember this, but do you know they're kind of hinting at what they want to do future-wise for the TV series?
That's what I was about
No,
to say.
what-
I mean, with that much history, and then we also have the Conqueror. This franchise is never going to end. We're going to have this
Yeah,
franchise for a long time.
While that's going to be a
Oh.
movie, the next show, and they're hinting at it in the opening credits. Jacqueline, little quiz for you. Whose flag turns up at the end of the opening credits?
I cannot keep track of that embroidery.
Girl, I'm trying to prepare my notes. I'm writing down episodes.
I'll give it to you. It's a black dragon on a red field. They're setting up the Blackfires, which
Okay.
in the Targaryen history is the basically age of heroes for the Targaryen family. Because in the first rebellion, we have Bloodraven, we have Aegor Rivers, Daemon Targaryen, Maekar Targaryen, Baelor Breakspear, all in the same canonical space.
Yeah, bae.
So in the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, where they called Baelor and Maekar the Hammer and the Anvil, that's the battle with Daemon that they earned that name. So
Daemon,
not
like the
all-
Daemon that we're working with? No, different Daemon.
no, Daemon Blackfire. He's going to be the son, Daemon's either grandson or great grandson. No, great grandson. Great grandson.
Mm.
Yeah, the son
With
of
Rhaenyra.
Viserys.
With Rhaenyra.
Yes, the son of their child Viserys. He has a child. They name him Daemon.
And
then that
missing
kid
right
thinks-
now with his dragon egg that they're not talking about because the show is.
And that kid somehow, that
Stupid.
person somehow thinks that they have a claim to the throne over whoever. Okay, I don't want to get into too much detail.
Well,
Spoiler.
No, it's.
I didn't realize how much
it's
they
one of
aged down these kids until Marquette
Yeah,
brought it
yeah,
up.
they age the kids down, but also the Blackfire Rebellion happens because Aegon the Fourth legitimizes all his bastards on his deathbed to basically give the big middle finger to his trueborn son. So that creates the most massive succession crisis.
That's that Aegon the Unworthy.
Yep, Aegon the Unworthy. Like Robert Baratheon would not be able to party with this guy. This guy would drink him under the table.
No shit.
Yeah, he
Um,
was that
Not
bad.
Bobby B.
So Raul, what do you think? Now that we've seen the trailer for the episode 3 and we see there's a blonde Daron, do you think that
I
the kid
think-
in episode 1 was just Squire and we're all just projecting
I
onto him?
I think it's a combination of things. I think it was when they filmed that first scene. I don't know if they've actually cast Daron, so they had a placeholder, and maybe they wanted to also put into the idea they dyed his hair so the Dragon Rider wouldn't be targeted specifically since he's the only one with white hair. Also, can I just say, Alicent and Elena trying to escape the capital? Why don't you ever dye your hair?
That's the first thing that Sansa did because she had Littlefinger to tell her to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were
Dye your hair.
literally
Because Varys
Alicent
isn't
was
there to
wearing her regular dress and hood. How can you be wearing Hightower green at a time like this?
Exactly.
Oh my
Exactly.
God, I'm trying to get out. Because I let
Yeah, like-
Rhaenyra in.
I understand for plot reasons they had to make her fail, but at least make her try.
You're like, oh, we can't get out this way. Like, why? Like, there was nothing that I didn't understand
Or-
why she
or-
finally
or
decided
like-
we can't get out this way.
Or like have a gold cloak or some guard like assaults her slightly, thinking she's a common woman with dark hair, sees her face and like, wait a second, you're the queen. Like
Yeah, that's
up
always
close
fun when
to
that
person,
happens.
yeah, like up close to person, like, oh, I know who the hell you are.
Yeah.
Or like
honestly,
Rhaenyra
I
trying
thought
to get out with
there were
Damon in
three
season 1.
different common folk in that scene that I thought were looking at her kind of funny.
Yeah, but and then you gotta tell me that last season they can be ninjas and just like leave and enter cities without being noticed.
Well, they were in common people clothing. They were in streetwear. They're
Yeah.
street rat clothes.
Oh, right, because
Yeah,
Alice
so-
had left the Red Keep how many times to go visit Rhaenyra? Stupid fucking.
Exactly. So that's the main issue.
Well,
So
but
that's
those
also what I think
times-
happened with
Those times
With
she
Darren.
enlisted the help of men. She enlisted the help of her sworn protector when she went to go to the Kingswood, and she enlisted the help of Orwell when she went to Dragonstone. She did not enlist the help of Orwell to escape, and that's why she didn't escape.
but she should have they should have at least dyed her hair. Have someone notice her like when they like shove
She
her
could
and
have
her
put
hood
on
comes
a
up.
color other than Hightower green.
That too. But yeah, that's what I think they were doing with Darren. I think it's a combination. They didn't cast the actual Darren actor, and
Okay.
then they'll throw it off like, oh, we dyed his hair so no one targets our one Targaryen-looking person who rides the only dragon.
Okay.
It's
I
tough
hope
for
it's
me to
not
believe that they
something
haven't
stupid.
cast an character between one episode and the next. Like season to season, I get. So unless we're saying that they filmed this before the writer's strike,
It
I don't buy
probably
it.
is like a really close window, but because I remember with The Hobbit, where they didn't cast Aidan Turner right away. Like they actually had another actor who played Feely, and then
shit.
basically they just brought in Aidan Turner, and they
Mm.
basically matched the prosthetics, and then over time lessened them, so you always thought it was Aidan Turner.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's so many prosthetics there. Well, it will reveal itself. I'm ready to go to bed.
If it's some Padme Amidala shit,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this WrestleMania chair at someone.
Par for the course.
Because Raul, don't
course.
spoil it, but you do know that there's someone who should have been
But-
dead
but-
in the throne room that's not dead.
Okay, just tell me who it is.
Gawain Hightower gets
Yeah.
stabbed through the fucking gut. So,
So,
what the fuck are we doing?
Was he
Because he's
not with
supposed to be dead.
Cole? Was he not with Cole in the books?
Gawain is with Darren, but Gawain gets stabbed in the gut in the book.
Okay, well they're definitely they're.
So
So then, what about the other Hightower guy?
Oh, he has a very fun story that ends not so great.
sorry, Mike, you're still listening and we're spoiling it. But it's not important because we're not going that route anyway.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
going that out anyway. So,
And then by this track record, we're not even going to see when he dies. So
so Gawain is not with Cole in the books. Okay. Well, that is a change that I like because I really like the dynamic between them, and I liked the storyline between them the first two, and I loved how Cole was waking up from getting knocked out at Rook's Rest to hear Gawain charging the guys over the breach. Like, okay, Cole did all this work and planning to make Rook's Rest work out for them, and then Gawain's the one that gets to actually lead the charge, the winning charge. So that's fun. You know, this wing didn't turn out half bad. My problem with wings is getting them to be even, and I can see now that I'm saying that they're not even. But this
No,
is
they
the
look
best
good
I can
though.
do.
So can I tell you what my trick is?
Sure.
Real quick. Well, it's the four of us. I start here and I go to here. When I get here, I stop. First of all, I pull my eye like this, which is going to be really bad when my eye starts to sag. Go here, go here. Then I come back out here where I want the wing to end, and I just connect it in. And then I come
Yeah.
back and then connect it down and then fill it in.
I don't have
'Cause I
a
don't do
I can't
it's not
even
like
draw a
check
straight
mark.
line
It's
with
like
a
check
pen.
mark.
I can't even draw a straight line with a pen, so I definitely
sit
can't do
in
it
front
on
of
my
my
round
mirror.
thing.
I sit in front of my mirror and I don't talk and I just don't breathe. And I kind of like use the wall or whatever and like go carefully.
Yeah, again, with my
Out
hooded
and then
eyes, if
back
I go
in.
like this, it doesn't work out. Like it doesn't work out. There's tutorials online how to do it, but
I wake
That's
up
my score.
just like this every day.
Do you wake up just like this, Raul? How do you do your wings?
I just wake
Guys,
up and
I'm
they're
missing
perfect.
New York Comic Con. I'm so fucking pissed.
I just
I
bought
don't
a
even have
ticket
a-
for
I
it,
don't
which
even
I
have a
haven't done
next
in
New
years.
York-
So I don't think
I don't have a
ever
next
in
New
my
York date.
life did I buy my ticket for New York Comic Con ahead, except maybe twice. So,
And the guest
Raul, if
list
you
isn't
want to
even
make
that good.
plans,
I'm like, oh, whatever. They're gonna be everywhere else.
I have a Friday
And my
ticket and I have a
brother-
hotel for Friday and Saturday. So
I'm just going Friday. A friend was able to grab me a ticket because they got in the queue ahead of me.
Okay.
That's
I
like
didn't
my
know
wanted
you
to
could
come
buy more
back
than one
for-
ticket.
Summer. I wanted to come back for 311 in July. I thought about coming back for Ren Fair. And my brother's bridal shower is on August 15th, and my whole August is full. So for
Mm.
like me to come home in July would be a dick move to be like, I'm not coming to your shower, but like I'm coming home in July for 311. Not cool. And his shower's on Saturday,
doesn't
so I
have to
can't even
know.
come
He
home
doesn't
and
have to
go
know.
to
You can just
Ren
come
Fair
to
on
Newark.
Sunday.
He doesn't have to
Huh?
know. Just come to Newark.
No,
I
I would go to
don't- I
the I
never
would go to the
know.
Wantagh show.
To be fair, I never know when you're coming to New York, and I always find out when online.
I'm like, hi, I'm here.
This is true.
Because I'm usually on Long Island. I know you can't get to Long Island either. Well,
yeah,
I mean,
I
guess
know,
you
and you're
could.
usually doing it for family. No, my eyes are
Yeah.
really uneven actually. Now that I'm looking at them,
Getting to
let me
Long
just-
Island is tough.
What's the Las
I
Vegas?
don't know when I'm coming back again. It sucks because I always like to come back in the summer for either Ren Fair or the beach. And like now my brother, who I'm not in their wedding party, I don't want to come back for your fucking shower.
How many brothers do you
Don't
have?
post any of it. He's not watching. 5. But he's getting married and they just didn't include me in the
Jesus.
Some Game of Thrones drama right there. You know, you meant to leave your family.
Mm. What would Cersei Lannister do?
Girl, there are no
Blow them
flights
up.
under.
Send some wildfire. That's your gift.
No,
No, that's not
flying's
what
a
Cersei
bit.
would do.
I don't
What
know
Cersei
how
would
much
do
it
is not
costs.
appropriate and not what I'm doing at all.
How much does it cost for you to fly from Vegas? At least $300, right?
About that, yeah.
Yeah, I can't
And then
find
a
it.
gift on top of it.
No, I'm just saying when you were saying I should fly out to Vegas, I'm sorry, that's not happening.
Depends on when you
Yeah.
fly. It depends on the time of year, the day. It all
No,
depends.
I'm just looking in general at like all the days between now and September, and there's nothing under $300.
Yeah, it sucks. You can afterpay. Southwest takes afterpay, but then you have a layover.
You
I
and your
have to pay
afterpay. Have you finished paying off your furniture for your apartment yet?
Yeah, that's been long done.
Okay, then I
I'm
guess
on to other
afterpay
things
doesn't.
now. Now I'm after paying my cruise, I'm still paying off 311 day from last year, flights. I'm about to have to go after pay my
Yeah, at
car
least you
because
get
it's
to-
gonna
at
cost me
least you get to do
$3,000
events.
that I don't have.
At least you get to do events.
Well, it's all on
I mean,
afterpay.
what's the difference between putting something on your credit card and putting it on afterpay?
All my credit cards are maxed out.
Have you
So it's
done this thing
basically a
where
new
you can?
credit card.
I probably shouldn't tell you this hack if you didn't already know it, but you can just open a credit. You can find a credit card that's got 0 APR for 18 months and transfer your balance over.
Yeah, I don't have that option because my credit's not that good. Next. Try again. I'm like
even for
floating around 600.
like I had to do that. I had to get 2 credit cards to get enough to move my balance over, and I've barely put a cut into those, and I still have a balance on my.
Yes. All
Let's not talk about all that.
All of the
depressing stuff.
afterpay that I have left is about to go to my car because apparently there's a second battery in Jeep Wranglers behind the back seat, and that's why my car is not drivable.